guys, welcome to our first podcast. This is The World According to Us. I am one of the three hosts here today. Zach. In the red corner we got Gabe, and in the blue corner we have Shevin. Guys?
What's up, everyone?
Why are we in colorful corners, is my question. Like, we're not fighting this out, are we?
That depends. It's good content.
I believe I'd win. I'd stake my own.
Yeah,
money on that.
I'll sit that out.
Me and Mason are gonna have to box. Remember that? We made that bet. I'll box with my left hand.
Mason
gets like a.
Mason's the guy who's
pistol.
like.
What? What are you on about?
Don't listen to me. All right. Anyways.
Yeah.
So
for those who don't know Mason, he's just our fourth alternate person that never shows up.
He'll be in every 18 podcasts.
Yeah. So
we do these weekly, so we don't see him a lot.
Don't expect him to be here very much.
That's
true.
So
I was listening to a song yesterday that I didn't think I'd listen to, and when I say this, I like more music than you guys, and when I say that, I mean like Zach likes just metal, right? It's actually metal, okay?
Bloody metal.
I don't know what Gabe you listen to, but
I listen to almost anything except for gospel music. That's about it.
yo, dude, gospel
And
music?
jazz. I'm not a big fan of jazz.
So you don't listen to?
Do you like jazz?
No, I don't. I really don't.
So you don't like Elvis?
Not really. I'm not a big Elvis.
Dude, come on now.
I mean, I like the Hound Dog, and that's actually about it.
Elvis is the king, though. I never liked Elvis until I got older.
I don't. Okay, if
Elvis is a good dude to sing.
Honestly, like I don't like sit here and I don't like certain artists. I like certain songs. Like I mean, there's some bands out there that I like some of their songs, but I don't like the band.
Why is that?
Just I don't know. I like more songs than bands. I don't listen specifically one band. I listen to a bunch of songs I like. I don't really care for.
Well, who's a band that you like the songs but you don't like the band?
Nickelback. That's a really good example. All right. A lot of people do not like Nickelback, but I do like a couple of their songs.
Okay, that it?
That's basically
You know a guy that I really don't know a lot about, but I know every one of his songs, so they start the same. Is Bon Jovi. Every one of his songs go out with the like bah, wah.
It's my love.
Yeah, it's every Bon Jovi song.
Yeah.
But I can say like I like a lot of music. Okay, I don't like the new SoundCloud generation kind of stuttering rap where it goes like. You know, where it's like it's like really not. There's not a lot of difference. It's all kind of really basic music. There's not really cool like rhythm and bars in it like you'd hear from like an Eminem or a Tupac.
Like what song are you talking about?
Okay, do you know the guy who has the tattoos on it, the 6ix9ine guy?
The pedophile guy or
yeah,
whatever? Yeah.
I don't know, but carry on.
There's one song and it's called Toddy or Tatey.
Oh my god.
It's spelled T-A-T-I. I don't know, for some reason that song is so catchy to me. I really enjoy the song. And it's not like it's good. There's a difference between good and catchy, right? Catchy is like something here on the radio that you catch yourself singing to it.
Like
you don't like
tapping your foot. Like
yeah, but you don't as professionals.
It does.
Yeah.
But anyways, going back to music, I guess.
Like I was talking about like the difference between catchy and good. And like the difference between catchy and good is something you'd catch yourself singing along to, but nothing you'd really be like, wow, that really touched me in like a place where you can connect with it, right?
Yeah.
So like a good example is a good rapper, probably the best rapper in the world right now is Kendrick Lamar. But he's not a catchy rapper, okay? Like he's not a like a Billboard rapper like Drake, where every song he releases is just made for the radio, or like you'd see all the challenges come through.
Like, I don't know. I really don't listen to the new music. I've been called old soul more time than I have counted.
And you're not an old soul.
I am an old soul.
You're like a whole year younger than me.
Yeah, I know, but like I've had teachers like, man, you're old for your age, because.
Well, I mean,
but like, anyway, sorry, that was a different train of thought. But I listen to.
Well, it's because you like metal. You like metal music.
Yeah, but I don't like
rock.
new.
Yeah,
I don't like the new stuff.
So you don't listen to like.
Honestly, the only heavy metal or
My
heavy.
favorite bands are either done touring, they stop touring, or they're really damn close to stopping.
Oh, when you said done touring, I thought that was it.
I thought that was the actual
Oh,
band.
Dun
Touring.
I'm
Weird.
like, who are they?
Yeah.
like my
Then I got it. Then I got it.
Yeah, I was
like-
like, I've never heard of the second band either.
oh
Done. I like done touring, stop touring, or either almost done touring.
Yeah, I was like, who are these
well, we
guys?
have 3 fucking band names if we ever started.
Yeah,
a
we're
band.
gonna start a band here. in a
But
little bit.
the bands I listen to Metallica, number 1
Obvious
all-time
classic.
favorite.
yeah, you.
Classic.
Going
One
to
of
their
the
concert
best.
next week. Cannot wait.
One of the
That's
best bands, overall bands ever.
Of all time.
They're a classic.
And then number 2, Slayer. Also in the thrash metal genre, if we're getting technical. 3, Pantera. 4, Motorhead.
Motorhead. Didn't Lenny die?
Yeah, Lenny died
Wasn't
like
he
a year and a half.
Wasn't he the bass?
Yeah, he was the bass guy and the singer.
I know he did a lot of.
And a singer. That's
I
not
know he
very
did a
common.
lot of the.
That dude
I know he did a lot of songs for like old school wrestling.
Yeah, he did
songs.
Triple H's.
Yeah.
Like, you want to play the game?
Mm-hmm. Those are good songs.
Absolutely. Like,
Honestly, wrestling themes are really good songs. Old school ones. Now I've heard them because I used to watch. I used to was really into wrestling.
yeah.
I don't really know about a lot of new songs, but I know like a lot of them, old ones, where they actually went out and had people record and make songs.
Yeah.
And I know Motorhead did a lot of the songs because they're really good friends with them. I know Triple H is really good friends with them because I know he made multiple songs for him.
But then I just round out number 5 is Megadeth. I know Metallica fans are probably not liking that because the big old rivalry of Metallica and Megadeth.
See, I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see,
I was gonna say like.
I know of.
Long story short, Metallica, when they first started, had Dave Mustaine, who was a guitarist. They got kicked out. Dave Mustaine got kicked out of Metallica, and then started Megadeth. I don't like all their songs. Some pretty good, not gonna lie.
See, when we're getting into like heavy metal, I like Avenged Sevenfold. I listen to some.
See, that's a lot of the newer generation of metal.
Sure, yeah.
Like-
I like some Metallica. I like. I can't think of the songs right off my head. They're usually workout songs for me.
Oh,
I
these
like.
are like fucking going to bed songs.
I like.
I like man.
I like working out to songs that make you feel like you're gonna murder someone.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, especially before like I would ever do like a football game or like a sporting event. It'd
Oh,
always
yeah,
be
'cause
like
it's
a
gotta
pump
you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get hyped up.
Yeah,
for
you
it.
get the.
It'd be that, and it'd be like gangster rap. I really like gangster rap before I
Oh
play.
yeah, like I'll listen to that. I'll listen to metal before I sleep. I'm like, I'm so effing pumped to go to sleep. Ugh. And then I don't go to sleep. So
I listen to sad songs before I go to sleep.
that's depressing.
Yeah, it's like I listen to songs to make me sad, so I can just be sad. like you're sad and like, oh man, I'm not sad enough. Let me pop in some like Drake
Let me
or
watch-
whatever.
Let me listen to
me-
sad music to
Let
make
me
me
watch
sad.
the puppy.
Let me listen to
commercials
Bazzi.
about how I should go adopt dogs.
No, I don't want to be suicidal. I just want to be a little sad.
I think the only metal. I mean, anything close to metal would be just Five Finger Death Punch.
See, they're not terrible.
They're not. Yeah, no,
They're not terrible. They're not my favorite band.
But like I said, like there's like
They're
their
very-
newest album. I only like 2 of the songs.
yeah, they're very radio oriented, and
Oh,
that's what's
yeah.
different about like old school metal from like the 80s and 90s is because like every song was like 7 to 8 minutes long, and they can't put it on a radio. And honestly, I think old school metal, like the lyrics, if you can understand them,
Yeah, that's a good one.
are like really deep and really like
Oh yeah, yeah. 'cause they,
What's the band where basically every single one of their music videos are like murder scenes? Like
is it Cannibal Corpse?
No, it's not.
you
Cannibal
showed me
Corpse.
the album.
Cannibal Corpse?
They're freaking weird.
I'm not a big death metal guy. That not my shit. When,
What? It's a well-known band. I know a lot of people like them because it's like head of like death metal. Like they're at the top. It's like I remember one of their music videos is a lot of people like getting blown up or something. Let me see.
I don't know. I can only think really death metal bands. That got Cannibal Corpse, and then I think it's Abbott or something. They paint
It's not
their,
Abbott.
They paint their faces, and there's a guy that talks about burning churches. I don't know if he's an Abbott or not. They're just, yeah. But looking at me, you won't fucking realize
You're
Slipknot.
Slipknot. Okay, yeah, I like Slipknot.
I don't get into
I'm all
Slipknot. That's
about-
too murdery for me.
Like that stuff pumps me up. Like when I'm like
Though I do have,
on like mile 25 of my bike rides at like 99 degrees out. Like
though
I'm
I
gonna
do
die.
have my favorite. Actually, like for a long time, my favorite workout song was a Slipknot song, "The Devil and I." That's a really good.
That's a great song.
I would do like my workout maxes to that, and before when I would just try and warm up and not listen to this song blaring through my ears, I couldn't get it. But I swear to God, the moment I get in, it's like you find that extra energy to finish like the press or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because that's what I use. Like when I'm, I have like 2-3 miles to go, 25 plus mile bike rides. I like to ride my bike.
On mine, it's like I have different things to listen to. Like when I'm working out, like when I'm running, that's all cool. But it's like I don't listen to heavy metal when I'm running. I listen to like Rocky theme song.
Yeah.
Rocky theme song.
Rocky theme song is a good song.
That's a good
Getting Stronger.
By the Survivor.
Yeah, that's not the song, but
That's
it's one
not
of them.
the song.
That's not the Rocky song.
theme song is, yeah.
Also, it's funny how music puts you in moods, because when I was driving over here, I was listening to high tempo, like high paced rock songs or high paced rap songs, and it's like you drive a little different. You drive a little crazy because you're trying to get somewhere pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I got here pretty quick, and
You did.
like
We
6
were
o'clock
yeah,
traffic.
we were
like-
to make it to Wendy's and get back before you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I pulled up. I was like, "Yeah, room for one more, uno más." And that was me.
Uno mas.
Uno más.
Yeah. Man. Music's good though. I love listening.
Music is
Music
good.
nowadays.
I don't like music
is-
nowadays.
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's,
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's like the new generation of rap, and that's really the big thing that's taking
yeah,
over.
it's.
But it's even like you. I even catch you singing that what's his face song, the Gucci Gang song.
That's
And you
just
talked
being
a,
randomly.
and you talked a lot of shit, because I listened to that a little bit. You're like, dude, what are you doing? Listen to that, and we'll be doing
I'll
something.
just do that one part.
and you're
I'll
like,
just
yeah,
go-
Gucci. That's the only part of the song.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's the only part of the song.
I
Name
just
something other
do
than that
that
song.
randomly because of a video I watched where some guy was singing it and he was making fun of it, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny. To
I
me.
forgot what the guy's name was.
I think he got arrested.
What?
The rapper.
Oh, the Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang
Gucci
guy. Yeah.
Gang?
I think his
Oh
name's
my
Lil Pump.
God.
Or
Lil Pump, yeah.
Little jet ski.
Oh,
Honestly,
I saw
I-
that like meme.
The world's
that's
a better place when he's in jail.
I saw that
so.
meme where, like they take like people's names and make them like their full name.
Oh, the full name,
And
yeah.
it was just like Little Pumpernickel.
Yeah. Or
or something
It's
like
like
that. I
a new
don't
meme
remember.
that started like
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, I saw one for The Rock, and it was Theodore Rockefeller.
they're really funny people though, and like the 6ix9ine guy,
I feel like
he's hilarious.
I
You
feel
ever
like Post Malone would be a pretty cool.
see?
guy.
I want to be a fan of Post Malone,
I don't.
but when he got his tattoos under his eyes, can't do it.
I mean,
I can't be a fan of
No,
that.
I
I have
saw-
tattoos. I don't mind tattoos. Tattoos on your eyeballs are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's true.
Tattoos on your eyeballs is even more stupid.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
They get like infected.
And it's like, and they're like, "Don't make my mistake." And it's like, "It's okay, bitch. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not a
dumbass.
dumbass. I'm not
Yeah.
an intellectual dumbass. I know not to get a tattoo. I have
Directly on my eyeball.
Yeah, I have tattoos. I'm not against tattoos, but don't get them on your fucking
There's
eyes.
people get them like under their eyelids.
Yeah, that's where he got them. He got them
Oh,
right
he
here,
got it.
like
Oh.
right above his cheek, right here.
No, like
Gross.
on like
Oh, on
like
your
you
eyelid
lift your
skin.
eyelid.
Yeah,
like,
that's stupid too.
Yeah, it's like
I want to get one to where if I close my eyes, it looks like I'm looking at people.
Oh my
Like you ever
that would
seen?
be the most painful.
You ever
tattoo
seen,
other than
uh,
getting it directly on your eyeball?
You ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, where he's
Where
like
he's-
sitting there
yeah.
with his eyes shut.
That's what
and
I
then
want.
You're like, ah, he looks right, and he opens her.
That's
I
what
did
I
not
want.
see
I want that.
John
I don't
Depp.
even necessarily have a problem with getting face tattoos. Like his tattoo he has of the barbed wire over his by his hairline.
I don't know.
I didn't
what
even,
he has. I don't
like,
really see him.
I didn't notice that when I first saw a picture of Actually, when I first saw a picture of Post Malone, I'm like, who the hell is that? Because I have no idea.
I thought he was black.
Yeah, so
I
did
heard
I.
I heard a Rockstar by him with 21 Savage. I thought he was
I'll
black
be honest. Yeah, I thought he was black too.
because he doesn't sound white. Just like when I first heard of Macklemore. I thought
No,
back
I knew Malcolm.
in what was that 8th grade when he did a
Thrift shop, dude.
Oh
That's
I thought
that
he
is-
was white. I thought he was black. I'm not the when I saw the video and I was like, okay, which one of these black dudes is him? When he started rapping, I was like, whoa! I cannot believe he was white. Even though in the song said, "Whoa, that's a cold ass honky."
Well, it was
I
8th
didn't-
grade. We don't know.
Yeah, I
all
didn't know what
these-
any of that meant. But
Oh, man.
yeah,
I still don't know what happened.
it'd be funny
Shit
if
they
Post
say in
Malone went
music
bald
nowadays.
and then you just saw his barbed wire.
like his.
His face.
His face looks like he's off a Dr. Seuss. Like he looks.
Did you hear the story of him hugging someone at a meet and greet and the fan threw up because he stunk so bad?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Surprised me.
Someone said he smelled like cigarette butts and BO. I could
You'd
see it.
expect.
I could see it. He looks like he smells like cigarettes and
Yeah.
I remember Kevin Hart met Lil Wayne, and he made a little like video of himself. He's like, "Yeah, I just met Lil Wayne. That was
Whoa!
breast stank, boy."
Okay. We can't get kicked off.
I
like the
I
second
stopped
podcast.
myself, but that's what he said.
We do not condone that kind of language on this podcast,
Yeah.
Gabe.
Okay, well,
We're not
bleep it out.
racist.
Bleep it out then.
It's funny looking at like celebrities in like their own way when they're just messing around. Like the 6ix9ine guy, he's funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious. Did I ever send you the video of him running with the
With the AK? Okay,
That is
so it was him.
hilarious.
Okay.
That's that guy, yeah. He was running and someone said he looks like a GTA character running away. He's funny though. You know, he's like supposedly he got like kidnapped and robbed and beaten up and went to the
I
hospital.
think I heard about that.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it because I really don't,
I don't
care.
exactly.
But it doesn't warrant me looking into it. But
Yeah, no thanks.
like,
More
do you know
important
Chief
things.
Keef?
No.
I've heard of him. I really don't.
Chief
know.
Keef wants to like legit like shoot him.
Oh man.
And it's hilarious because like the things will be like, Chief Keef's in LA. He's like, then 6ix9ine goes to New York, and 6ix9ine's like, I'm in New York, what's up? And then Chief Keef goes to New York, he's like, what's up? And then 6ix9ine will go around. He's just so funny. Like there's a video of him like in the rain, like dancing around. He's just so funny. I don't really like his music except the one catchy song, but he is so hilarious. He's funny. A lot of those dudes are just goofy because he's like
Yeah.
younger than we are.
Well, I mean, if you got money, you got good.
I was gonna say, like, once you
Yeah.
have money, you do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had money like that.
Oh, me too.
I mean, I don't think there's a single person out there who doesn't wish that.
Yeah, the people who don't say money doesn't buy happiness are fucking wrong.
I've never seen anyone cry in a Lamborghini.
I've never seen a sad person on a jet ski.
Here's the thing, okay? I was
Jay-Z helmet on.
yeah, that is true. That is true. But Jay-Z is just funny all the time. You ever seen the 4 photos of him? And one of them's jumping in the pool and he's dead face looking like that, or he's riding a bike. Jay-Z doesn't have to do anything. He's funny as hell.
I saw a picture of him and his daughter, and like his oldest daughter. I don't know if he has multiple kids or not by now.
I think maybe.
But it was like the caption was something like, if you like, they both had the same exact look on their face, and it's like Jay-Z can't even like dispute that that's not his kid. That is for a fact that guy's kid, because it looks.
You ever seen that meme of Kanye West holding his kid and smiling?
Kanye smiles.
Yeah, and then
I was gonna say,
look
like-
it up. Kanye West ice cream meme, and then there's a picture of him in a van alone having a piece of ice cream, like ice cream cone, looking at it, smiling, and it's like Kanye only reserves this face for the things he loves most.
That's hilarious.
It is super funny. He's trying to bring it up right now.
We recommend you looking up this. That's
Look
awesome.
at his face. That's not supposed to be in the meme, but
I think it's the photo right here.
yeah. Kanye West has a look he reserves only for the things he loves most, and it's like his head's tilted, smiling.
That's awesome. Man.
Can you believe Jay-Z's married to Beyonce?
I know, dude. That blows my mind.
Beyonce was so hot in Pink Panther.
Oh.
I don't even remember seeing that.
Oh yeah, she was. She was.
She was so hot in that
Oh
movie.
yeah, she was.
And then she goes home to him. Man, that's crazy. If you ever think you can't get with a girl, just think about that.
Just think. Well.
And it's not, you can't argue that he has money because she has money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has money. So it's just insane that they're a thing. And like, he cheated on her.
Uh-huh.
Some people.
The audacity of some people.
The audacity.
The audacity of some people.
Blasphemous.
It's blasphemous. Good transition into sports.
Oh.
Technically, it was the start of the second week of college football because there was college football games last Saturday.
Yeah, but wasn't that just FCS teams?
There's Wyoming played.
Woo!
Yeah. But
Woo-hoo!
A highlight game I want to talk to, and Gabe, look this up. Look up UCF versus UConn.
Oh man, I watched the very beginning of that game where the dude got carted off the field. I was like, oh my god, because they never replayed what happened to the guy, and I hope he's okay.
I never saw that.
Like,
we were trying to find the channel, but we had to go like into 300s to get
Okay.
like the extra ESPN channels.
Yeah,
so
like-
we were just watching. We were watching 2 other games, but then we started watching that, and wow, does UCF look good? I thought like the first drive UConn had, I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, but
I thought UConn was gonna maybe pull it off because I had UConn beating them because I didn't think UCF was gonna be that good.
yeah,
Because they lost Scott Frost and
it's your
all
boy.
of the coaching staff, and they had a lot of people transfer. They had the backup quarterback transfer, Noah Vedral,
To Nebraska.
and then they had a cornerback transfer to Nebraska.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Cool.
and I don't know if they said it was one of the top corners or what, but they had a lot of transfers, a lot of coaches leaving. They had a lot of people graduating. They had Shaquem Griffin graduating.
He got carried off.
Yeah, that Gabe just pulled it
Does
up.
it show the video?
Does
of
it
him?
show what happened? Because I don't.
Hang on,
Show the
I'll
hit.
go back
I don't.
here.
I don't see what happened.
Let's see the
'cause
hit.
I just remember him not getting back up.
Let's see right there.
Yeah. See,
Play that.
he just stood there.
Yeah, he basically just got hit in the legs. That's what I see.
Well, let's see here. Oh, he was trying.
It's right
oh,
there.
he got
Yeah.
hit in the back of the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
For people that can't see, we're watching the replay of the UCF player getting hurt on the kickoff.
And I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
and
I
they put him in a
apologize.
neck brace and took him off the
Yeah,
field.
they stretched him out.
They said
They-
he was a transfer out of from Alabama, I believe.
Was that him?
Yeah, I
Man,
think so.
that's a big loss. Then.
That is.
But he gave a thumbs up to the crowd,
Yes.
and they said they saw his legs moving.
Yes.
So, heaven forbid everything's all right.
Got
I
it.
used to play football, and I had a lot of college offers to go play, and it's not like I got out of football completely injury free my sophomore year. I can't remember exactly. It's like a hematoma or something. It's not the thing where your blood is so like if you get cut you just keep bleeding and bleeding. It wasn't that.
Oh, your blood's thick.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not hemoglobin either. It was I can't remember this, but what happened was I had really bad cleats, and a lot of the pegs in the cleats were missing.
Ew.
Yeah,
that
so
does
it's not like
not
my
sound
feet
fun.
could stamp, like could dig in to
Yeah.
pivot or plant, and it just had rained, and I slipped when I made a cut, and my hand went down on the ground, and someone else stepped on my hand, and the cleat cut my my vein in my hand, but it didn't cut my skin. It only cut my skin a little bit, so it's like the artery in my hand started swelling up.
Oh, yeah, I remember that because Gabe.
Yeah, because
I took a photo of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was
'cause-
just standing there, and the dude that stood in my hand like pointed at my hand in disgust. I'm like, "What? I'm good to go." And I looked at it, and like my hand was literally the size of like a baseball,
Yeah.
with little blood oozing out. So like I was probably like, "Oh, that's not good. I don't want that to pop and get all over."
Yeah.
So I ran up to Gabe, who Gabe at the time was like the equipment manager, and
He's a water boy.
he was the water boy.
No, that was not my job.
And
that was the
and
other
I
fucker's job.
and like the normal person would be like, "Hey, where's the trainers?" or "Hey, I need help." I went up to Gabe and I said, "Look, man, take a picture because this is pretty gnarly. If I die, at least someone will have some." Gabe has his phone out, pulls it out. I run up. It was nothing serious. I didn't lose a hand or anything, but that was like my most severe injury.
Yeah.
I had then like my junior year. I had a concussion. It was either my junior or sophomore year. I had a concussion.
So you can't remember. That's
Can't remember that. Yeah,
Yeah,
can't remember.
concussions don't-
Can't remember that night. I can kind of remember the leading up to the game, but I can't remember the night that happened. Then my senior year was probably my worst year. Before we played our first game, there was a big boy we had. He was like 5'10", 360 pounds. He was a big black kid.
is
Really
that the
fat.
guy went to Wisconsin?
No,
No.
no. This was
This is,
practice. This was practice. This wasn't before. This was before our first game. So it was
talking
the
about practice.
Yeah, it was the final game. There was the final practice for our first game. So what happened was I went to block him, and like I believe it was my right pointer finger or my right middle finger that basically like pulled the tendon in it.
Oh,
So I had to wrap that up, and then also he like stomped right in between my toe, where like the knuckle is. So it's like he stepped in between it and like it flew forward.
Oh,
So it's like I broke my toe. So that was before our first game.
Jesus.
And like halfway through the season, I end up tearing my PCL and my MCL. So it's not like I got away completely free doing football. Football is besides fighting, like MMA and boxing, football is the most contact sport. Right? It's basically like one of the biggest things you can do. It's a combat sport.
Yeah.
You know, they're both contact sports, but a combat sport is like, you know, you're fighting each other. That's basically the same thing you're doing in football, but just
trying to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you're just trying to score. You're not trying to knock the other dude out. Like, you're running at dudes as fast as you can, trying to hurt them, you know. There's never a play on defense where the coach said, okay, you know what, I want you to get the quarterback, but I don't want you to hurt him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, if you get a free shot at the quarterback, you better lay the wood on him. You better put him in the ground and not help him up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
like,
that's the part of the game. Like, you want to speak.
It's all the part of the game is like you want to be vicious and have a lot of malice and intent to hurt.
Yeah,
but they're trying to move away from that now because they're trying to avoid injuries.
Yeah, which I could understand. Football is a very injury-prone game.
It's bound to happen if you've played football at any level and not been hurt. You are a very lucky person.
The closest thing I got to go to playing football was flag football.
I remember
for our middle school.
I remember that. Yeah,
and
I remember
I caught this interception because I believe I was a safety or corner at some point. I don't remember, but I was going for the interception and I caught the ball.
You got tabletop.
Yeah, and I got tabletop.
Or upended. You got upended.
Upended, and I couldn't walk. And our coach, I didn't really like our coach because
I liked the coach.
Well, he was kind of a douchebag, but
coach was cool, man. Come on,
he's a douchebag. But he didn't even pay any attention. He's like, nope.
Well, his system was so good, he could just put something back in there. We would wreck fools. You know, we were city champs, undefeated.
We were undefeated.
It was granted, it was only 4 games, but
the guy who tabletop me, I met. He ended up going to high school with us, and I was explaining like our football injury, like because he played football for a year or two, I believe.
I do not remember.
I don't remember if he did or not.
I think he did for at least a year, and we were shooting the shit in class, and wow, shooting pun in a school. Probably should not have done that.
Whoa. Can't say that.
Yikes. Anyways, we were talking, and I was explaining like how I got my like knee injured or whatever, and he's like, I think I might have had something to do with that. And sure as hell, explaining the situation, he had the exact same situation, and he was the one who fell down. That caused my knee to be injured. So yeah.
But like football is starting to move forward to like trying to be less dangerous for the players.
They want to
with like the hits and everything, but you're never gonna be able to get that out of the game.
No, you
it's
can't.
always because it's too physical of a sport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's no way no one's ever not gonna get hurt, and I understand trying to get away from like injuries and like concussions, especially because I even sometimes stutter from my concussion I had like 3-4 years ago.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? Like I'll get. It's not like a. It's not like that.
Not like today, Junior.
Yeah, it's not like that. But it's like it'll be hard for me to say a word and get it out.
Yeah,
that's me all the time.
And
I've never had a concussion.
Well, just because you lack the knowledge to say the word.
I know.
It's like for me, I know the word I'm trying to say. Like if I was trying to say that, I would be froze on the word, and like my face would just be like trying to say it, but I can't just get it out. I can't say I just can't say that.
Yeah.
Or I'll just repeat myself. Like I just kind of did it in like the last sentence. Like I repeated myself twice. So I can understand that, but I mean, some of the things they're doing, I get, you can't attack a dude that can't defend himself.
Yeah.
Like, especially going over the middle. That's really tough, and I do agree trying to get rid of that is a good step forward because you don't want anyone obviously hurt. But hits on the quarterback, there was a preseason game, I think it was Jacksonville, Minnesota. Might be wrong, but the guy came off the block. I remember you
sent me that video.
Tackled him. It wasn't even a bad hit.
No, it like barely tackled him.
He basically pushed him to the ground and they threw a flag on that.
Yeah.
What can he do different?
Exactly.
Because at the same time, you also have to think of it as on the defensive side too. And you have to be both ways, you know. A defensive back going in to tackle a receiver, he can't lower his head and hit with the crown of the helmet, and he can't face mask him. But if you're a receiver, they get away with lowering their heads and lowering their shoulders and blowing dudes up and stiff arming guys in their face mask way more than it does. So you have to be both ways with it because then you're giving the offense an unfair advantage. But I can say that if these new tackling systems, and there's obviously ways around it, because like the Patriots have said it's nothing new. I know the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks have been training that. Like,
yeah,
that's how they started their Legion of Boom, is with tackling like how.
Yeah, because they practice tackling like they do in rugby.
Yeah.
And rugby, if you don't know what rugby is basically football, a little
No
different.
pads.
A lot of people are gonna get mad at me for that. There's no pads in rugby, and there's more players. It's a weird dynamic, but it's kind of similar, just with different things. It's like badminton and tennis.
Yeah.
It's like a similar premise.
It's like their cousin sports, like baseball and cricket.
Like one's
Okay, yeah. That's a good example.
yeah, basically.
Like they're similar but not related, ish.
Yeah, I get
What
that.
was that? Something.
That
there's
was
a
my
ghost.
dinner, folks. That was Carl.
That's Carl.
Carl, I think my house is haunted. When Indy goes Carl.
Dude, where's your
There's a ghost that haunts
your
the
mom
studio.
sent that photo to you of the house that's for sale, and it said
That's
maybe haunted.
It says possibly, like, my mom was driving
Should
to go to my.
Should we go walk through it?
That's
the
too,
seance?
that's too spooky. But my mom was going to my grandparents' house, so they don't live very far away. So it's somewhere in my neighborhood over there. And she stopped and she saw this like for sale sign. And she's like, "What the hell?" Because it was just like this normal for sale sign, and it says on the top, there's like they added this part of the sign just for this house. It says possibly haunted. What the hell?
Honestly,
you know a white person's buying that house.
Oh, absolutely.
you know no one else except a white person is gonna buy that house.
I kind of want to buy that house.
I said I want to go do a walkthrough of it. I don't want to buy it, but I want to kind of walk through it.
All right, I told Zach this, Shevin, it's kind of not off the podcast, but that house that we were looking at over in, it's sold. So
Yeah, Gabe is trying to buy a house.
yeah, I'm still trying to buy a house, and I'm hoping these two are gonna move in with me. So that's gonna.
He wants to do dirty things to me.
Help.
I'm not opposed.
Shalom.
No homo though.
No, but
What
there's this
the-
house.
This podcast is not gay.
No, but there's this house that's like on the other side of my block. It's for sale.
What's your address?
Um,
What's the security? What's your zip
that's my
code?
social security
Your
number.
social-
But,
It's our quote P.O. box. You could send fan mail.
yeah, send our fan mail to us. So. No, but it's not as good, but I think it'll work out pretty well. That house. It has nothing to do with this podcast, but
Yeah.
What doesn't now?
it does.
We're getting back to it, like football injuries. I can see if maybe like limiting some of that out. If that starts to help, maybe get higher scoring games.
Yeah.
I can totally see that because something that I know a lot of people agree with me on is the NFL is. I don't want to say boring because it's different. It's more professional than college.
Well, it's the professional football league.
It's more professional. But it lacks like the excitement. Like there are exciting moments in the game, but like with college football to me is exciting start to start, whistle to whistle. So I feel like if higher scoring games start happening, I feel like that will really help the league.
Yeah. I mean, don't. I got kind of two things I want to say. First is about the tackling stuff. I've heard they want to eliminate kickoffs, and I heard they want to.
I don't think it's that they want to eliminate kickoffs. I think it's they just want to
And extra
get
points.
less of them.
Yeah, which I mean, like
That's a
it's
part of
kind
the
of a-
game.
it's a
That's the
part
most
of-
exciting part. If someone
Yeah,
breaks a play,
like in the Iron Bowl a few years ago when
Yes.
when Auburn caught
it and brought it back.
caught the field goal
That is
and brought it back.
That's
Oh
one of the most
my God.
iconic plays in college football. Or when Baltimore blocked Cleveland's kick to win the game or send it to overtime and scored. Or when Denver did
that's
that.
enough.
Or when Denver blocked the kick. When Denver
Yes.
had no offense.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best plays that people can think of because they're so explosive. Or the what was the game? It was like Stanford and someone. Or Stanford, I think, and Cal, where they were bringing it back and the band rushed on the field.
Oh yeah.
And the
yeah,
player trucked one of the trumpet, or like one of the band players.
Oh my god.
And he's like, he did that just because he was on the opposite team. Like, he was in the end zone and everything. He was like, BAM! And just threw that dude down, ended the dude's life. But those are some of the best plays.
Yeah, which I don't see why they would want to take that off. But anyways, going back to the college versus pro aspect, I like both. I'm a big fan of college football. Go Big Red, Nebraska. Absolutely.
Yeah, 2 of us are Nebraska fans, at least. The other one doesn't care.
We'll
let you decide.
An abomination.
We'll let you figure that one out. That tough puzzle.
I love pro football as well. I mean, I think I love pro football about as much as I love college. I mean, maybe not the last few years because Nebraska's been garbage, pretty much. But we got old Scotty Frost back, so.
I'm definitely a more college football fan. I am an NFL fan. I'm a Steelers fan. I'm a Nebraska fan.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, if there was like on the preseason, there's a preseason NFL.
Well, preseason's boring as hell. Like,
yeah, but
everybody.
There's still a lot of people that say no, give me preseason NFL over college.
Well, then they're dumb.
I agree they're dumb. But bringing this all back from the energy with UCF. UCF played lights out. I couldn't believe it. In the first drive UCF had against UConn, or UConn had the first drive against UCF,
and then they forced the fumble.
I really thought UCF was in trouble because UConn was really moving the ball with that athletic quarterback.
But UConn's not a big football school. Like,
I know, but I didn't know how good UCF was going to be.
That's a good point.
Because they lost their whole coaching staff. They lost a lot of dudes. That injury probably put them down, like moral standpoint.
Yeah.
So when UConn had that first drive, I was like, wow, UConn might do it. But then they forced that fumble, and then their offense looked amazing.
Yes.
And I think that's exactly what I think Nebraska's offense is going to look like.
Well, yeah, because we're going with I saw Scott Frost, he had an interview or something, and he wanted to put like the old school Nebraska
with
and Oregon's offense.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's exactly
fast-paced.
That's it. And my dad and I were watching that because we wanted to see if we thought it was going to be. So the first thing I could tell is going to be similar was UCF was running the hurry up.
Yes.
They never went.
The pace of the game.
They never went into huddle, and they're just running a hurry up. And I was like, no, it's going to be exactly the same because they ran plays that I saw Nebraska run plays like in practice, or during the scrimmage they have in the fall or the spring, I should say. So it's like the new head coach came to him and said, look, guys. You won the Peach Bowl last year, or Sugar Bowl against Auburn.
Yeah,
we're not changing it up.
Yeah.
And it worked for them. Their quarterback, Mackenzie Milton.
Yeah, didn't he get like 8th in the Heisman voting or something like that? He was in the top 10.
I'm not sure, but if he doesn't finish in the top 3, that's crazy.
Yes.
Because he honestly looks like one of the best quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. Being able to throw or being able to run, because he has
dual threat. Good.
He's really deceptive in his plays, and they do a lot of RPOs, which is run pass options.
Yeah.
Which makes it they want him to be deceptive. But what's he's so good with is he'll be like 3 yards down the field, but he'll still kind of turn his shoulders to try and get the defensive player to like kind of think of it just a little bit, and then he can make his move.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So he was really surprising, and UCF, man, they blew them out.
Yeah. What was the final score to that game? Because
what was the final score of that game? I'm not too sure. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched the Purdue Northwestern game.
I watched till halftime, and then I went to the Purdue and Northwestern game.
Yeah, and I wanted Purdue to win that. That game looked like Northwestern was going to pull it out.
Yeah.
Like blowout.
Well, whatever.
But then Purdue came back unanswered.
Yeah. And
that was a pretty good game. Purdue ended up losing that game, but it's all right. They'll still lose to Nebraska.
Yeah.
And did you see this? Let me pull it up really quick. For the Clemson game, it says Harris Roberts is Furman's starting quarterback. He is also a student at Clemson. Furman plays Clemson.
Wait, what's Furman?
So it's the team they play.
Furman's like a school?
Yeah, so in other words, a Clemson student will be starting at quarterback versus Clemson.
How does it even... I don't even know how that works, but...
I think you'd have to play for your college.
Yeah, obviously.
What if he beat them? What if Furman goes into Clemson, beats Clemson, and then that dude has to go to class and and he gets killed.
Yeah,
everyone beats him up.
He doesn't show up to school for like a week.
For the year.
Yeah.
No one. He doesn't show up.
He just stops going.
He'd never make it out of class alive. He'd get destroyed. There's
What if
no
he
way
goes like, Furman beat Clemson? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I beat you in the second best Death Valley.
Oh,
Yeah, because when I think of Death Valley, I think of LSU.
I do too.
I mean, I'm also not from anywhere near Clemson.
Yeah,
And we're not anywhere near Louisiana. But
we're more of a mid-going state part of the. We're Nebraska. If you don't know where Nebraska is, Midwestern.
if you don't know where
You don't know
Nebraska,
where
it's the middle of the country.
Nebraska is the place that you see that's all green covered in corn when you're flying over to Denver or Chicago. We're in corn. We're cornfield, basically.
What does that? I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Use it LCF.
And at UCF, I was trying to.
Okay, thank you.
I have
That's-
shitty handwriting.
I'm looking. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the hell that.
Trying to find out final score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tomorrow are the full games, and then
Oh, dude.
When was this?
Sunday there's a game, and I thought that was weird, but it was Labor Day.
Yeah.
So
Miami
they have-
and,
Miami and LSU. I hope LSU whoops Miami.
Yesterday.
Okay, so
You can speak.
It says the score was
Bring that up,
56
babe.
to 17.
So
Yeah,
56-17.
they. Okay, yeah. I didn't see it score that high when I watched because I switched it over to the Purdue Northwestern game, but damn!
Yeah, it says the Huskies scored 10 points in the second, and then.
Okay, we don't need the whole
Well, I'm
breakdown.
just,
We watched the game. We just want
But
to know the final score.
UCF scored 14 times each quarter. So
That's
Not 14
they
times. They scored
twice.
14 points.
14 times.
They scored 14 times in a quarter. It'd be a
Thank
lot
you.
more than
Yeah, it would be-
56.
Yeah.
It'd be like 560.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't be that high. I'm not,
That's hilarious.
That's
but
a score.
or it might be. I don't know.
Um,
14 times 14, 28. I don't know.
14 times.
I'm really lacking math right now.
But
We're not
still going with college football. So tomorrow, what do you think? How do you think Nebraska's going to do against Akron?
I think Nebraska is going to come out and absolutely wreck Akron. I don't think it's going to be anything like it has the last few years, where it's been a close game. I think it's going to be how it used to be, where Nebraska goes out and wins 56-0, 64, 62-7.
Yes.
Bring up some
what do you
games
think
so-
this-
Bring up some games so we can do some.
I know.
Do some games so we can do in some.
I
games.
think that what do you think the
The season.
no, like for just the game tomorrow for against Akron, what do you think final score?
See, the thing is, it's hard because I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win by a lot, but
I just don't know how
I don't know how
defense
well.
is going to be.
I think the defense is going to be.
I know
I think it's going to be fine. I think the defense is going to be better than the offense, just because learning an offense is more difficult than learning a defense.
That's true. Tackle the guy.
Yeah, basically tackle the guy and run towards the ball. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how well they're going to know the offensive scheme because a lot of these guys were just focused on pass pro. A lot of these guys were focused on just blocking and then running passes. Now they're focused on RPOs, run. If it's going to be a run play, where to block. It could also be a pass play.
Yep.
So I'm not sure how well they're going to know the system. If they know the system well, it's going to be like 50. They're going to put up 56, 63 points. If not, I think the defense might get a score. I think it'll be 45-10. I think Nebraska wins
45-10. I like it. I think I'm going to go oh man, I don't even know. Like I want to say like 34-10.
34. Ooh, so you're going for a closer game.
I'm going for a closer game.
I don't think it's going to be close.
Like
I think it's at least going to be a 4-score game.
a 4-score game. Okay, I like that. I hope it's a 4-score game. I hope we completely blow the top off.
It's just I think the atmosphere at Memorial Stadium. If you've never been to a Nebraska football game,
oh my!
it's insane. It's one of the craziest things you can do, and
like a whole third of our state is in the one
it is.
stadium.
It is. I saw something, and it says on Husker Saturdays, Memorial Stadium is the third largest city in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's
First would be Omaha, second would be
Lincoln.
Lincoln, and then.
Third's Memorial.
Yep.
in Grand Island.
I'm with that one.
With 12 people. Yeah,
Yeah,
the next would be GI with 12 people.
Yeah.
But man,
Gabe,
That's
pull
a
up
lot
some,
of games
some.
going on.
Just pull up like the
Okay.
top 25 games, the big games. You think?
you'd have to go to ESPN. I know that
I'm on-
because it's easier
I'm on
to do that.
NCAA football. That's
Well-
top 25. So yeah.
I'll pull up the games.
Okay.
I know.
There's
what
one
I'm doing.
that's going on in like What time is it?
It's like almost.
In
It's
10
fine.
minutes. Western
It's fine.
Kentucky versus
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's going to win that. Wisconsin's
Yeah,
fourth.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Wait, they're fourth in like the nation right now.
Yes.
What the hell?
I'm telling you, dude, the Big Ten's stacked.
Well, the Big Ten is always stacked. I mean, Michigan's usually ranked pretty high, but they end up
Michigan
below.
State and Utah State at halftime, 20-14.
Who's winning?
Michigan State. What if? I hope Utah State gets the upset.
Wait, is that the Utes?
Utah State.
That's not the
Utes.
Utes.
That's not the Utes. No,
Oh,
that's
there's
just
another-
Utah.
Oh, the Utes. Okay, yeah, because the Utes is okay.
There's another one. San Diego State versus Stanford.
Stanford's winning that game.
Gabe, I'll do the games, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, because some of these are like just
you just
exhibition crappy
hush.
games.
A lot
Like,
of
you've
games.
been hushing for like the last like
A
2
lot of
minutes.
games that people are bringing up. Let me see the pen real quick so I don't forget, because this is going to be the next point. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. A lot of people are bringing up this game for some reason. I don't get it. Is Oregon State and Ohio State? Ohio State doesn't have the head coach, which I think he should have been fired
Yeah, me too.
for that
that's
scandal.
Kind of, that's
Did you see the trustee stepped down because it wasn't a more severe punishment?
Are you serious?
Yeah, and he was the only guy that voted for a severe punishment.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna fire Urban Meyer. That's like firing like half.
A lot of
Nick's-
people think he's gonna be gone. They think he's gonna go to the NFL.
See, I don't,
Good for us.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish we played them when he wasn't coaching.
Same, because I think I remember the first game where he did coach when they played Nebraska.
And it was a blowout.
When
Yeah, it was
the very
blowout.
first time we played Nebraska, or when they played Ohio State, they came here and we were losing by a lot by like halftime. And then we were
That wasn't him. His first game we played at Columbus, and they blew us out. That last game was their last head coach.
okay.
That was his last game because remember they got caught, and then the next year they couldn't do anything because they weren't bowl eligible.
Okay.
That was the last. I know that wasn't Urban Meyer for a fact. We haven't beaten Ohio State with Urban Meyer coach, but I think
We're
Ohio
gonna do it
State's
this year.
We're gonna do it this year.
We
Yeah.
got Scott Frost.
Ohio State is going to absolutely manhandle Oregon State. I don't even know why people are bringing this up. Even without Urban Meyer, even without anyone, Ohio State could just send their jerseys and they would still win by 30.
Well, yeah, it's the Big Ten versus the Pac-12.
It's-
The Pac-12 is a shitty
And
conference.
it's the worst Pac-12 team versus arguably the best Big Ten team.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State's fifth,
Well, I would
Wisconsin's
say
fourth.
the worst Pac-12 is probably Colorado. I mean, that's probably just bias from Nebraska, but
Yeah, but a couple years ago, Colorado did go to the Pac-12 title.
did they win?
No, they got
See?
rocked. Texas, Maryland. I think Maryland's gonna pull it out again.
Again, yes.
Texas is always really
back-to-back
high ranked.
years.
Texas is always a really highly ranked team, and they never pull it up.
God, I
It's
love
hilarious.
watching Texas lose.
Yeah.
I love watching Texas and Oklahoma lose.
Yeah, here's
Oh
another
my
one.
God.
FAU, Oklahoma. I think FAU is gonna win. I really do.
I think they have a chance with Lane
That's
Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin. Yeah, he was. What was his record last year? me see.
Winning. They had a winning record.
They had. It was more. It was better than 6-6 or 7-5. Let me see what their record was last year, or their last 5 at least. Yeah, so the last 5, I can see their whole schedule from last year. I think FAU.
I remember when Nebraska played FAU for like.
And they beat
Yeah,
them.
we just. Well, that was also pre Lane Kiffin, and that was like when
Yeah.
we still had Bo Pelini.
Yeah. So their last 5 were they won 50-3, 41-17, 31-12, 52-24, and 48-23. Now none of those teams are Oklahoma,
That's true.
but they did beat Akron 50-3. So that gives you an idea of who they
Ooh.
were playing.
Akron.
So if Lane Kiffin can go to Florida Atlantic in 1 year and do that 50-3 to Akron, what do you think Scott Frost is going to do?
Oh,
Arguably a better coach with a arguably better talent in a better stadium.
Can't wait.
It's
The
gonna
only
be
thing
good.
that scares me about Nebraska's season is our away games.
we have the toughest schedule in the
Yeah,
country.
what Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio State,
Iowa.
Iowa.
Iowa's always a good. It was never a good
I also
game
hate
until
Iowa.
Bo Pelini left. We always beat them,
And then Bo Pelini left.
and then Bo Pelini left.
Well, he didn't leave. He got fired.
Yeah.
Arguably not a great decision on their part.
So
Mike Riley's a nice guy, but
he was a nice guy.
He don't win to go to football games.
But I really do think FAU is going to beat Oklahoma. That's my big upset.
I would really like to see that.
That's my big upset.
Big upset.
Then obviously we have Washington, Auburn.
Auburn's winning that game.
Washington is always overhyped too.
I remember Nebraska beat Washington in like a bowl game or exhibition game. I don't know. I just remember them.
Yeah, I do too. And then let me see. Michigan, Notre Dame. Michigan, I would have picked Notre Dame, but I believe it was their starting cornerback tore his ACL, and he's out for the season. So now I'm going Michigan. Now I'm leaning Michigan. Michigan's another one of those teams that always get highly ranked, but never really show it.
Yeah, I just found out that Michigan's quarterback from last year, that Spaeth guy or whatever, he transferred to UCLA and has a starting job there.
He's a starting quarterback.
I was like, what the hell?
Someone transferred to Michigan, and he's their starting quarterback now.
Okay.
Let me see if it brings up who the starting quarterback is for Michigan. But
Michigan's always overhyped because they always really. I mean, they're a good team, but they just don't win the big games.
Which was where Nebraska was at.
Yeah.
Under Bo Pelini.
Under Bo Pelini, we just went a solid 9-4. Yeehaw.
Yeah, 10-2, 9, 9-3, 8-4.
Yeah.
I think his worst season was 8-4, which is very good. But with a tradition like Nebraska, it's one of the best college football teams ever.
I don't think they should have fired Frank Solich back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's tricky. And 2 more games on Sunday. There's Miami and LSU. I think LSU is going to beat them.
I hope so. Miami.
I don't like Miami.
That turnover chain crap.
That's annoying.
That's stupid.
Miami's also another team I think they really like to hype up.
Oh, the U is back.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah. And then VTech and FSU. That's a close game. I don't know. VTech's another team that they hype up a lot, but they really don't deliver.
Oh, I really.
So I'll go Florida State.
Florida State. Okay. West Virginia. There's a lot of hype around them this year.
Yeah, they're 19th.
What the hell?
I don't get it.
Their quarterback did steroids. I remember that. Or pot. I don't know. He did kind of some substance.
I'm not really into West Virginia.
Yeah, my dad's
West Virginia Tech. No, Virginia Tech, not West Virginia Tech.
West Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech. Who are you talking about? West Virginia?
I was talking about West Virginia, the Mountaineers.
Oh, no, I was talking about Virginia Tech.
Oh.
VTech. West Virginia country roads, take me home to the place.
You screwed that so
bad. Did I, Gabe?
Yeah.
How about you shut up for another 20 minutes?
West
I
Virginia.
will, because it's not...
Here's something I want to talk about.
Mama.
We're talking about basically Memorial Stadium becoming the 3rd biggest city in Lincoln, or in Nebraska, but it's in Lincoln. And that made me think of something. Did you know you can fit the entire world's population in Texas?
Texas is big.
Texas and Alaska too.
Alaska's like...
It's bigger.
It's like 1.5 to almost 2 times the size of Texas.
Yeah.
It's huge.
But isn't that crazy to think that you can fit 7 billion people in Texas?
It's almost 8 billion.
Obviously,
now.
8 billion. Obviously, it's cramped. It'd be obviously cramped and not sustainable.
Is that like back to back then? Basically,
it's like everyone would have to live in like a. I'm not like a room like this.
Oh, okay.
Or smaller. Wait, smaller than this.
That would suck.
It's like if you were sitting, if you were standing up, the other person would have to be laying down. It's like obviously it couldn't be sustainable, but everyone could be in it, in Texas, and everywhere else in the world would be done.
No thanks. I like my space.
Yeah, I don't like people very much.
Not a fan.
But then, and I was also listening to a few other people talk about it. Wouldn't you think that if you can do that, overpopulation is a myth?
I think the problem with overpopulation is the food.
Yeah, it's just the food.
Well, but if you think about it, if you
there's not room for people, it's the room for things that people need, like water.
If you talk, come over here. Sorry, I was turning the light. Yeah, but if you think about it, if you can fit everyone in the world in one spot, why can't you use the rest of the world for crops? This is theoretically, obviously, you never be able to get everyone to do
not
that.
Not everybody.
Yeah, everybody has their certain.
Well, they're gonna have to live.
There's people who love cities, and there's people who love country.
No, but we're not talking about
country.
we're not talking about like realistic, or we're talking about like if somehow you could round everyone in the world up in one spot, you could use the whole world to grow crops.
Not really. Well, I mean, like what I would think, there's gonna be a lot of land that you can't use. It's not
right
farmable, and then
But there's a lot of land you could use.
yes, but then people are gonna have to live at their farms if they're on the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm.
No,
People
but we're not being like this is like a. But it's still you have to move everything at an ongoing pace.
Yeah.
Like there'd never be anything stopping, but it's like you could still grow stuff, and I'm not saying it would be sustainable, but I'm saying don't you think it's kind of a myth if everyone can be fit into Texas, and when you're flying, like you've flown,
Yeah. It
have you've flown over a lot of land that's just barren, right? Nothing's going on.
Well, just farms and stuff.
Yeah, you can turn that into farms.
Well, farms and stuff turning into farms.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm saying like
I know
if,
what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if there's nowhere else in the world that people inhabiting, you can turn that into farmland, and it wouldn't take you as long as you think it would.
It's not just farming that needs to go there. I mean, we need resources. Like, how are you gonna
Food.
Okay, more than food. You need we're chopping down trees for wood to build houses. We're oring.
No, we just
to create energy.
No. We just discussed that everyone would be in like a 1x1 or whatever, not a 1x1.
We're saying they get like a little apartment.
We're just saying.
Like every person gets.
We're just saying that
their own room like this size.
No, it wouldn't be this size. It'd be way smaller. It'd be like the closet.
And you just expect people.
But
to
even
there?
let me tell you, even then, people are still spread out. You know what I mean? It's like how can the world be overpopulated when we're not fitting in this little small area? We're not pushed to do that. And everyone in the world, with how big the world is still spread out.
I think the world's overpopulated.
I don't
that's
either.
just people over.
And I'm
It's
saying
just the people who can't get food.
And I'm saying like it's kind of a myth.
Yeah,
because if you can fit everyone in Texas,
yeah,
and use the rest of the world for resources, and even say if you fit everyone in Texas and 1 billion people in Oklahoma, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
It's like you can make it more sustainable.
Yeah, but
like you could fit everyone in the United States. You could fit all the people in the world in the United States, and it'd be comfortable. It'd be like what you'd think back in like the 60s or the 70s, where it's just house. It'd be like that, but it'd be comfortable for people, and you can use the rest of the world for farming or resources or whatever. I'm not saying it wouldn't work or it would work. I'm saying it poses a really good argument for people saying overpopulation is real and it's happening. It poses a really good.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
because if you think about it, you can
in the world in Texas, yeah, then
you can use all the farmland you can get in the United States or in China or Vietnam or all the European countries. You can obviously fish. You know, it'd be crazy, and it's not like you'd be surprised where you can grow stuff.
Oh, I know you can.
Like, there's only a few places you can't grow, and they're basically the deserts.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying this is like fully accurate.
Well, you can grow stuff.
I mean, if you've ever seen The Martian, he grew potatoes out of his own crap. So
that's that.
I know. I say that's not like real, but I'm like
that wouldn't work though.
But on Earth, if you tried, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, that won't work because you can't use human poop as fertilizer because it has.
You didn't use all human poop. I'm pretty sure you grabbed like.
Well, you just said human crap.
Okay, well, you used some of his human.
You can't because there's parasites in your poop that makes you sick, and the reason why we can use like cow crap is because cows have parasites in it that makes them sick, but it doesn't make us sick. It's like
Matt Damon did it, and it's real.
Yeah, Matt Damon can do it on Mars.
No, but it's like
on Earth.
It's like you know, mad cow disease is cows eating other cows' brains.
Yes,
zombies.
People can eat cow brains and be fine.
Yeah.
But when people start eating people's brains, they get something called like Yoxfeld-Crocop disease or something. I can't remember, but they get crazy. Because, yeah, look it up because they eat primate brains, and there's a study, and these people were looking on These people were like, I don't know if it was like an Amazonian tribe or it was some kind of indigenous tribe that these scientists were researching, and they found skulls that had markings in their brains showing that the brains were carved out, and they knew it wasn't animals because they were too fine of a scratch. So it's like another human made a tool to scrape the brain out, and they were crazy cannibals, and that's why like you can't do anything human because humans have, it's called prions. Look up prion. I can't exactly remember what prion is, but prions are in your brains, and it's like there's a way to like mess you up if you eat it because prions, like you can't cook prions out in the brain because it's like at a insane amount of heat that it can survive on for a long time. I can't really think of it.
Is that how you spell it?
Prion, yeah, that's a prion because it's in the brain. Let me see it real quick if I can.
It's saying something about a sea animal.
Prion.
Turns out it's not real.
You keep talking. Let me look at prion.
I don't know what to talk about. This is all you.
All right, I would like to bring up sports one more time. I'm a big Boston guy.
Yes, we all know that. Patriots.
Tom Brady's a god.
Red Sox.
Tom Brady is a system quarterback.
Tom Brady.
Right here.
What other system
CJD,
quarterback has 5 fucking rings?
Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease classic. It's a human prion disease. It is a neurodegenerative disease, a disorder with characteristic clinical and diagnostic feature. It is rapidly progressive, invariably fatal, big word. But basically, it wrecks you if you. It's basically nature's way of wrecking you if you're like a cannibal or eat other people's brains, and that's where people get zombies from, is because zombies are dead humans that want to eat your brains. So that's why they're so focused on brains.
Huh?
Because it's a real thing.
But zombies are real now. Shalom.
Actually,
zombie. The idea where people got zombies were Haitian slaves, and this guy saw a Haitian slave, and the term he used was a zombie because he just saw him staring going to work. But in reality, he was just a slave that went and worked like 18 hours a day with no pay, and he was in such a trance that he didn't even care anymore. So yeah,
that's
zombies in a technical term are real. Not what you think though.
Well, I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
They're not like gonna come eat your brain. It was based off a Haitian guy who was just in a trance. Because if you look up zombie, the
Haiti,
technical
that's
definition,
all voodoo.
Yeah, they were talking. Yeah, it's like stuff with voodoo and like bringing them back.
That's spooky.
That is spooky. If you look, like the technical definition of zombie is like, you're obviously gonna get like the horror, thing that comes back to life or reanimated, but it's also like in a trance kind of
little
movement.
Okay, the definition for zombie is
talking to the mic.
Oh.
Come on, podcast good.
A corpse said to be revived by witchcraft, especially in certain African and Caribbean religions. Also, a tall mixed drink consisting of several kinds of rum, liquor, and fruit juice.
Yum.
Okay.
Anyways,
so I was wrong.
I'm
pretty sure I'm right though.
It's witchcraft. So
little sidebar.
Haitian zombie is a Haitian French.
Spooky.
Well, Caribbean. They all speak French down there, right?
No.
I don't. What do they speak?
Like mostly Spanish.
Oh, I thought it was all French.
No, Haiti speaks.
Okay, yeah, so Haiti. Yeah.
Haiti
and I
speaks
brought
French.
up Haiti, so I'm right.
Got him. Anyways, little sidebar here. Today's the 31st.
Yes.
Spooky Day is in
1 month or 2 months.
I'm so excited for Spooky Days. We're actually going to do, Gabe and I are going to do a movie review of Halloween. It comes out, I believe, October 19th.
I don't like spooky movies.
Yeah, Zach's not a very big movie guy.
Which, it's not even going to be that spooky of a movie.
It really isn't. If you see... I haven't seen all the Halloween
all the Hollywood movies? That's a lot of movies.
That's a lot.
I haven't seen all the Halloween
I'm a Bollywood
movies,
fan.
but... Shut the fuck.
I'm a Bollywood boy.
No, I haven't seen all the
Halloween!
I cannot say
Halloween!
Okay, you say that every time I want to say it, so...
Okay, so point to me and I'll say it.
Okay, so I haven't seen all the
Halloween
movies because I just haven't.
There's a lot of
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I
have the second one and H2O, which are argued.
H2O.
Halloween H2O is Halloween 20 years later.
Oh,
that's a good.
What?
The two best movies are Halloween, the first one. Halloween 2 was a good sequel. Halloween H2O was pretty good, and I think it was the second Rob Zombie Halloween, the first Rob Zombie Halloween movie. Those are the good Halloween
Dude,
movies.
Rob Zombie, I like his music. Good music.
Rob Zombie's alright.
It's like
He has a cool name, Rob Zombie.
It's a pretty cool
Yeah,
name,
dude.
yeah.
His wife's name's pretty cool. It's like Sherry Moon Zombie. Like, wow.
Well, I think that's made up.
Wow.
I think she just said that.
Yeah.
I think his is totally real though. Like, what if he's like?
He's a descendant of the Haitian zombie.
Yeah, like back in like the medieval days. Sir Zombie, will you please step forward?
And he makes some weird noises and he thinks it's music.
He's the drummer boy. When
No,
they go
he's
into
Dracula.
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 You know one of the misconceptions people make
He's a vampire.
about Dracula, or not Dracula,
Vlad the Impaler.
not
Yeah.
Vlad the Impaler. It's not a vampire. It's
That's who Dracula.
what's the big monster with the
Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
Is the name of the
Frankenmaze.
doctor.
It's the name of the doctor. Yeah, it's the monster, not
The
Frankenstein.
monster, technically what everybody calls Frankenstein, is actually technically just referred to
It's
as the monster.
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
No, Zach.
It's not.
This is not.
Frankenstein is the doctor who
It's
made
Dr.
made
Frankenstein. That's what his name
It's
is.
Frankenstein.
him. But I just wanted to bring that up
Yeah, it's.
because a lot of
that's just
people,
facts.
a lot of
That's
people get that confused.
What do you call it?
It's a book.
Mandela effect. What do you call it? Nah, that's not right.
Nelson Mandela.
The Mandela effect. We talked about this, Zach. But,
Yeah, like the
I don't know
Barnstein
if
and the
that's-
Barnstein bears.
or yeah, or when.
Yeah, like a huge number of people like remember a thing a certain way, and a huge number of people.
Yeah, it
remember
gets so popular. That's just how everybody believes it. But
Yeah.
the facts come in, and now everybody's wrong.
Like, does the Monopoly
Monopoly dude
man
does not have a
have a monocle?
Yeah, a monocle. He doesn't have a monocle.
Are you sure? I remember him having a monocle.
The peanut guy does.
Peanut guy. I always got the peanut guy and him mixed with the monocle. I always got that screwed up.
You got the peanut guy and the
I don't know
Monopoly
how.
man
I
mixed
don't know
up.
how,
The
but-
dude was a fucking peanut.
You got it.
I don't know.
A
But
lot of people get him confused with the Pringles guy.
Pringles.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because he
He
got
has
the mustache.
a big mustache.
The old
See,
mustache.
because they drew it on him.
What the-
He doesn't have a monocle. No.
Yeah.
Neither does the Pringles guy.
Yeah, Pringles guy doesn't. I can actually picture him with that. It makes sense almost, but
What would you do if the Monopoly man came into your room tonight and said,
Your toes.
"You toes, hand him over"? No, he says, "If you beat me in a game of Monopoly, I'll give you all the money and all the land you make. But if I beat you, you bang." I play him. I play him. No doubt. There's a win-win.
honestly,
It's a win-win. I'd come out having a baby. Make
wait,
that
what?
cheddar.
What?
I'd stuff a pillow in my shirt and we're going. He's a cartoon character. You don't know what he's doing.
What the fuck?
He's a Monopoly man.
I'd play the game too. I think-
Honestly,
I mean, I've never won a game of Monopoly because it takes
I've
like
never
a good 48 hours
I've
to
never
beat it.
finished
I
a
have-
game
yeah,
of
Like,
Monopoly.
I've never finished a game.
Like, I've
But-
ended the game that, like, when we stopped playing where I was ahead.
I
But if
would
we
too.
would have kept playing,
Yeah, it's usually whoever's got the most money by when everybody wants to give up.
everybody's,
That's
like,
who wins.
at this, like, time where nobody wants to be friends anymore. We have
Yeah.
to, like, go get fucking food to, like,
Yeah.
reconcile our differences. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'd play them. I mean, if I win,
Yeah.
good. If I lose, I mean, fuck. It's not
You're
good.
a fuck. Yeah, fuck's right.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's
Oh,
not bad.
hell, dude.
What if he said he'd just eat your ass?
Yikes.
You gotta think of that mustache though. He'd have a dirty Sanchez just in his middle part.
I don't even want to think about that. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's. Well, I mean, would you consider him being a pro at Monopoly? I don't know if there's even.
Well, he's the Monopoly man. It's
Can
named
you be
after
like
him.
a pro at Monopoly? I think Monopoly
Yeah.
is just really by.
You can be a pro at everything.
I know, but it's like
There's
like
probably
poker.
a
it's
there's probably a
it's strategic.
Like
It's like
poker.
you have to play by like what the hand you're dealt, but you also have to learn how to work with what you've got. Because
You said the exact same thing.
Exactly. I just added more words to it,
Yeah.
so I sound smarter. Checkmate.
Didn't make it.
You can't
Smarter.
You can't checkmate in Monopoly.
Oh,
No, but I can send his ass to jail.
Or
No, I
can
can't.
you?
No, I can't. He sends himself to jail. See, it's like it's by fate. It's like it really just depends on what
Very
you roll, what you buy.
No, you
What?
can.
Yeah, what's the thing I said?
You cheat.
You could. There's a way to win the entire game of Monopoly in like the first 11 minutes or something like that.
You flip the board over.
Yeah, yeah. You flip it over, it's all black.
There's
You
a way to
really
win. There's a way to win tic-tac-toe every time.
Well, yeah.
You just be better.
Yeah, just be better. I think we just figured out every problem. Just do better.
Just be better.
just
at
be good.
That,
Like that
you
thing.
won't be good.
The thing I sent you on Twitter the other day. It was like people are complaining that it's too hot, and it's like, I'm like, yeah, but it gets cold.
Just be cold. Just blow on yourself. You're fine.
And I'm like, you just fixed global warming. I'm, goddamn right.
Dude, it rained today. I walked outside to work and my glasses got all fogged up because it was like humid and freaking.
I was watching Game of Thrones, and I'm like, man, it is dark as hell outside. And then it started raining, and I had to go back to class.
I was working.
I had work as well. I was at work.
I have like 2 hours of my day where I just watch Game of Thrones. I come home, eat lunch, and watch
2
Game of
episodes.
Thrones. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can't get a lot in. What a good show, man. Game of Thrones is such a good show. We probably shouldn't spoil a lot.
We're not going to spoil it. We're just going to make Gabe watch it.
He has to watch
He needs
it.
to
We'll
watch
review Game of Thrones.
We'll
like we could
review
do
it after I watch
We
it.
can just review anything that we've all seen. Here's something that Zach wants to talk about. Zach wants to talk about doing a 40-yard dash.
Oh, yes, I want to do a 40.
That's gonna
I've
be
never
one of our
done
YouTube
one.
videos. We're gonna do.
Zach's
We're gonna do.
40-yard drive.
We're all
I
gonna
wanna
do.
we could probably go to our high school on
Yeah.
their field.
Yeah, we're all gonna do.
40-yard dash.
Can you stop interrupting me?
Just
We're all gonna do.
Stop it.
We're all gonna do the like combine workouts.
Oh, I just agreed with the fucking 40-yard dash, not the combine.
Well, we're not
I was
gonna.
gonna
We're not.
say, like,
We're not
I'll do
gonna.
a 40-yard
We're
dash
not gonna
straight
like
in the
do.
friggin'-
We're not gonna do like the bench press or like
Yeah, dude,
passing.
the
dudes. But
bench
we'll do,
press, I like
We'll do like the
get the-
40 and we'll do like the shuttle, the Agility Pro.
I agreed a 40-yard dash.
All right, fine.
Nothing else.
We won't do that, but we'll do the 40.
Why
I'm
are
really,
we doing a 40-yard dash?
because
again?
Zach really wants to see what his is because we were talking
I've never
about.
done.
Just doing time?
Yeah. Okay. Look,
wow.
I love Tom Brady. He's like the best that's ever fucking put on a football.
There's a
uniform.
couple better. Few
fucking
better.
wrong.
There's a few better, and we can discuss this.
Not right now, but
Yeah.
I'm just explaining the conversation. And I sent him a video of the
New quarterback.
The new quarterback.
He's
the
from
third,
LSU.
The third string quarterback.
He's from LSU, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a rookie.
Yeah, Etling or whatever. And this was against the preseason game against the Giants, and he had like an 86-yard touchdown run. And I'm like, move over, Tom Brady. Watch out for this guy who can actually run. Tom Brady, not the most athletically running person in the world.
You're not the most athletic person in the world. He's not very athletic at all.
I don't know. I mean, the rings tell a different story.
No, okay, we
Yeah.
can go through every reason why you run the ring. There was never one direct play that correlates from him winning a ring.
Pretty sure he has what 4 Super Bowl MVPs. That
Don't matter.
that makes him athletic.
No.
Yes, it does.
If the Seahawks ran the ball, he has 4 rings, okay? If Vinatieri doesn't save his ass, he has 3 rings. If the Tuck rule doesn't take place, he has 2 rings.
Tuck Rule wasn't even in the Super Bowl.
No, but they wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
They would have lost.
Maybe.
No, not
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe.
That's the game. And I can't think of the other 2 ones. Spygate was one of them. I know Spygate was a big thing that happened, and I can't think of the other Super Bowl wins. Oh yeah, if the Eagles don't give up, lose the biggest lead of like a Super Bowl.
Falcons.
The Falcons.
The Falcons, yeah.
I have a big old flag
One.
that has.
That's 1 ring.
That is true.
And he's lost 3 of them, 2 to Eli Manning, which a lot of people make fun of Eli Manning. He's one of the all-time greats.
God, I fucking hate Eli.
Eli Manning is one of the all-time greats. And then he lost to Napoleon Dynamite. So let's just stop, okay?
Look, no, I would say more like the defense lost that game.
Do you want me? He
the
fumbled.
The Patriots. Yeah, I know.
fumbled.
I know he fumbled.
He
but
fumbled the
the
ball.
Patriots did not punt one time in that game.
He fumbled.
Yes.
He lost the ball.
No shit.
That's worse than a fumble. That's worse than a punt.
I know, but if he didn't get strip sacked,
He also didn't
he
catch
would've-
a ball. That's not being athletic.
it's too high.
No, it was right in his fingertips.
No, it wasn't. It was too high.
It was a
remember.
direct.
He had
it
to
was
fucking jump.
It was
for
a direct correlation of him not being able to run fast enough and him not being able to
Damn
catch
it!
it.
If Edelman did it, Edelman was a quarterback. Amendola never a quarterback.
I thought we said we're gonna bring this up another day.
Yes. So this is
Let me
right- this
let me
is
really
right.
quick. I want to really quick put my top 5 quarterbacks down because I'd really like to see what your reaction is to this.
This
Okay.
is bullshit, Artie.
Okay. Number 1, Peyton Manning.
Fucking
He's the best.
big ass forehead.
His 40-yard dash time is 4.8 seconds. Tom Brady.
Peyton's was? Dude, that's impressive. I didn't think it was that
Look,
good.
Vince Wilfork, the 400-pound guy, went faster than Brady.
He's black. I went faster than Tom Brady.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm probably-
Mine was a 5'1".
I could probably go faster than Tom Brady.
Okay, my number 1 is.
All right, write this down. 5.28 seconds.
Well, we can just
40-yard
look it
dash.
up.
Okay, yeah, but write it down anyways because you got a pen and paper. Zach, you think you can run a 40-yard dash in 5.28 seconds?
Oh, I know Zach can.
Honestly, that's
I know
that's
Zach
not
can.
bad.
Yes.
Think about it. Yeah, that's not hard.
Right
I
now,
don't think I could do that.
right now, I'd probably think I could run like a 5'2". I don't know, 5'3".
Well, I think
Probably.
I also
I'm
biked
fine.
720 miles this summer, so I think I'm in
I
decent
haven't
shape.
ran.
Not running though.
It's like the same motion. You just use pedals.
I
No,
haven't
different.
ran in
No.
over a year. So
Okay, but
You
number
also
one,
don't
I
count.
did it.
number one, Peyton Manning,
That's fucking forehead.
and we gotta
The
preface
number
it.
one biggest forehead in the NFL.
We gotta preface it. It's not all about rings, okay? Number 2,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Number
It's
2,
all about rings.
Joe Montana. He was he won 4 rings, undefeated. So now he hasn't lost. Granted, he wasn't in 8. He was in 4, but he was still undefeated. Number 3, you'll like this, Terry Bradshaw.
Oh my god. Terry Bradshaw wrote the curtails of the Steel Curtain.
Coattails.
Coattails.
Number
whatever.
3, Tom Brady.
Should have been
Oh, I
higher.
thought you said. Okay, never mind.
Should have been higher.
Number 4, Brett Favre. I know it's Brett
The
Favre.
most interceptions.
He was a cowboy, not a cowboy like he played for the Cowboys, but he was like slinging. You know what I mean? Like there's one
Yeah,
play.
he's like if the defense if I don't know where the ball is going, neither does the defense.
No, but there was plays where he would lose it on because of the throw, but there was also plays where he just laid on the line. It's kind of like how Kobe played. I just like Brett Favre. Probably, and that's the thing too. Like outside of my top 3, every other quarterback can be moved and around because it's just a clump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I know Ben Roethlisberger's up there.
Yikes.
I know Aaron Rodgers will be up there. There's just a lot of dudes that you can move in and out that you can put up there. Steve Young is up there. Dan Marino's up there. There's a lot of guys that you
If
can
the
move.
49ers didn't trade Joe Montana, he probably would have won another Super Bowl with
Yeah.
him.
And this is going back
Like
on
the
Tom.
49ers win that Super Bowl either way with Joe Montana or Steve Young. Just
Yeah.
saying.
And another thing I like to bring up with Tom Brady is
boy.
he's a system quarterback under Bill Belichick. That's my thought process.
I disagree.
And we'll get into
I
this
disagree.
We'll get into this later, but
Jesus. Anyways.
I mean, he didn't win with what's his name? Tom didn't win with Randy Moss.
No, they were close. That fucking David Tyree catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, embarrassing.
Randy Moss has a
Dude, Randy. Dude,
4.25,
I love Randy Moss.
We're not getting
yeah,
near
guys.
4.2. That
Yeah.
that is speed right
That's
there,
like-
boys. That is quick.
That's a full second ahead of Tom Brady.
Like,
Which honestly, that's not saying a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like,
second.
for like 1 second, just like one.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. If you looked side by side,
Okay, but side by side, yeah. But
that
I'm
he
just
would
saying.
he would be like, if they're running the 40, Gabe, look out there. If they're running the 40
I don't look at
and they're at the closest like light, it's like Tom would be at that light and he'd be at the third one. It's like that. Quick, it's fast.
I don't know how to 40-yard dash. I just know it's 40 yards.
We'll run it. We'll do the video
But
for
dude,
it.
I love Randy Moss. I was so glad to see him get inducted to the Hall of Fame.
He was all right. I thought he was pretty overrated. I do like when he mooned Lambeau.
That was hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
Like when I first saw Randy Moss, like my cousin is a huge Vikings fan, and he's always talking about Randy Moss. And I'm like, when I was little, you want to,
Mm-hmm.
be like your elders, and I was all about Randy Moss. And then when I think he went to Oakland after that, or did he go to New England? I don't
After New
remember.
England or Minnesota.
After Minnesota, I don't remember. But
Didn't he retire with New England?
no, because he played for the 49ers when they went
That's
to the
right.
Super Bowl with the Ravens.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Because he wanted that last ditch effort for a ring, and then
Still
Kaepernick.
lost.
Yikes.
Kaepernick was good back then, though.
Yeah, he was.
Defenses hadn't figured him out yet.
But when you're in the red zone and you have 4 downs and you pass the ball all 4 downs, and you have Frank Gore in your backfield.
See, now you're getting upset at 49ers when you're happy with what Seattle did.
See, it's just common sense. That's just stupid.
You just got to run the ball.
Just got to run the ball.
If you have Frank Gore, who is a monster, you have Marshawn
Probably
Lynch,
Hall of Famer.
who is a monster. You run the ball. 2 yards out. You run the ball.
Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
Well, they were.
You
more
don't
than 2
pass the
yards
ball.
out. They were more than 2 yards out.
They were close.
They were close. They were in the 10-yard.
You're telling me who was on that defensive line for New England? It was Vince Wilfork was off the team. He was with Houston, right?
He was with Houston. I know.
So you're
Malcolm Butler was there.
So you're telling me that defensive line would have stopped Marshawn Lynch? Sorry, Zach, they wouldn't have, but we'll never know because they didn't. And then Malcolm Butler won him that Super Bowl, and Bill Belichick couldn't even do the decency to play him in Super Bowl 52.
I don't know what the hell was up with that. I was kind of pissed.
I think they should fire Bill Belichick.
I do not. I don't.
What do you think? You're never in this conversation.
Yeah, because I don't know what we're talking about.
See, we've told him like a lot to like get.
To watch football.
No,
but it's
I told no. I didn't tell you that. I told you. Well, I told you.
You told me to watch ESPN.
I told you to watch 1 hour Sports Center. That's it. That's it.
I would do that, except
Just an hour.
That's all you need.
I have other things better to do.
That's bullshit.
No, that's truth, honestly.
But talking about 40s, I used to help my high school football coach in like a PE class because when I was a senior, I didn't have a full day. Come on now, I would skip. I want to skip, but I
If
wouldn't.
my mom is listening, I was at school for
Yeah,
8
if my
hours.
mom wasn't listening out of school for the full 7
My
hours.
mom was listening. She damn well knows I did not.
So, but I would help
Your
him.
mom knew you showed up because I was there.
My mom would call me in sick, and then I'd go to the movies.
Remember when we were in the class
Yeah,
together?
we were in the class, and the
Our-
teacher told me, "Hey, what would your mother think about what you're doing right now?" And I wasn't doing anything. I was just sitting there talking to Hoke. And I said, "I don't know. Let me text her." So I pulled out my phone. I gave her a text. I said, "Hey, what would you think?"
I thought you called her.
No. I text her. I don't have the balls to call her.
You can't lay it all on the line like that.
Yeah. No, but I sent a text. It was like, you know what, Mr. B wants me to text you and ask you, what would you think of me doing absolutely nothing in this class right now when I have work to do?
What was the name? Write it down.
So
He was
I sent her a
history
text,
teacher.
and she works, so she doesn't respond right away. So like probably 5 to 10 minutes later, she
Cool guy.
sends me a text, and it says, "Well, I would hope that you would change your mind and start doing work." And I told him that. I said, "Mr. B, she wants me to just start doing the work." He said, "Are you gonna do that?" And I was like, "No." And then I just kept talking to Hook.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's me.
high school.
That's him, not me.
That was junior year, right?
Yeah, because we had
So yeah,
economics and U.S. history.
Dude, Fault 4 came out junior year.
It did because we were in the same English class with that really
Was that
bad
junior
teacher.
year?
Yeah.
I don't
What was the
remember.
bad teacher? Yeah, right.
Then
that
you
shit.
write it
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Yeah.
The English teacher that like
I think I know.
smokes
Okay,
on
that's
school
what I got.
campus.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I'd help the coach out either like with helping kids lift, or like just be his TA. And one time we were doing 40s because with our like curriculum, in PE you have to do like the 40 and like the jump. And
See, I never
everything.
did any of that in PE.
Yeah, I don't remember doing any of that.
Also,
Well, I think they might have changed or something because I knew I had to help them. They had to do it. They started.
Wait,
doing
Was it for weightlifting or was it for?
Yeah, it was weightlifting.
Yeah, see, I
Okay,
never
so
took
that's
it.
what-
Oh yeah, because they changed it because they wanted to be
I
able
was
to
gonna say,
move
I was
everything.
like, I don't remember
But
doing that.
these kids were so unathletic
Well, that's
and so
for high
bad.
school.
Yeah, our high school wasn't the
Like
best place.
the worst 40 was literally like a 12-second 40.
12-second.
It was baddie. It was bad. It was baddie. It was
I
bad.
think you're trying to say a fat guy.
It was a fatty that did it. Yeah, and they would stare at us the entire time when they were running it. And it's like you don't have to stare at us when you're doing it. So if I was running the 40, this is what they'd do. And like just, or they would do the pro agility, which if you don't know what the pro agility is, or the shuttle, it's where you stand. You have 3 cones in a line. You stand in the middle, then you like you shuffle over to the other one. Then you go to the far left one. Then you finish up the first one. They would do that and they would stare right at him the entire time. Oh my god, it was the funniest shit ever. And also the coach would talk shit about him. he'd be like, look at this fatty, he ain't gonna do good. He's like, no wonder our team isn't good. We don't have good kids coming up. It was so fun. That was one of my funniest, best senior days.
Yeah.
Because I just like making fun of the kids because they didn't say nothing to me. They know how to whoop their ass.
Man, my last PE class was my senior year, and I was I didn't take the senior class because I didn't know anybody who was in that class. And it turns out both of you were in that fucking class.
We were in that class. Yeah.
And they wouldn't let me switch.
So was Stinky though.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
Fucker owes me $5. Still ain't got that.
I saw him the other day.
Fucking.
Anyways, I was
You
in the
was a
class.
little
I was in a
freshman.
class with like freshmen and sophomores, and it was
Which they're not even allowed to take that. Or no, I wasn't.
it was a team sports class.
Yeah, they're not.
Well, they would have had to have
No,
been
what's
to
the-
because
what's
they
the-
did.
No, what's the
It's fitness
we
rule.
took lifetime?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a
Anyways,
class that was supposed to be for.
It was over 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
But I asked the teacher, I'm like, I don't know any of these people. Can I just go to the gym and like ride a bike, or one of those like stationary bikes? And she's like, yeah. Just make sure you like clock your time and how far you've gone. And I'm like, okay. So I'd clock the time and stuff for one day, and then use it like every other day.
I feel like if more kids knew that they had that option, I feel like the gym class could be a lot more fun. Just those people who don't like to, you're just there because they have to take a physical ed class, and you know they're not.
Well, yeah, you could talk to the administration. That's what.
Yeah, but you can go take a walking class, and I'm pretty sure they don't even want to do that. But if you just say, hey, go sit down on a bike and be on your phone, just pedal.
Well, they have to do something.
I know, yeah, and just be like, be on your.
Well, the walking class looks fun.
Walking class.
If it wasn't
ice
full,
cream for the final.
yeah, if it wasn't full of like weirdos.
Oh no, dude!
Sign me up.
I couldn't take it. If they said, I heard
or
there was a rumor. I don't know if it's true, but if you were in the walking class and you ran, you got deducted points. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
I
wasn't that much of a loser.
I know, right? Like
My brother did the walking class, and he would just take one lap, and then when he didn't see the teacher, he'd just leave.
oh my god, legend.
Animals.
didn't we skip PE class once?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure we either left really early or we just completely skipped.
It feels like a.
Because when I had PE, I had PE and then I was lunch.
So that was us too.
Yeah, well, we had different lunches, which sucked.
That was true. I don't like the
High school sucked.
It was
high school
the worst. College, a little better.
High school would be a lot better if people were different. And
Oh yeah, if we went
if
to
we went to a different.
if we went to a different high school, we probably would have
been
a
a
better
lot
time.
better.
I don't think so. The high schools around me suck. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say like there's not very good high schools in Lincoln. There really isn't.
Yeah.
So probably every kid thinks about their high schools
That's
though.
true. But then like I mean,
Unless you're like one of those real preppy bitches. Like, oh my god, Janet, shut up, you cunt.
Okay, Kevin.
hey Kevin, calm down.
You know, like
Southwest or
they liked it.
Southeast.
Yeah, them.
Those people just.
I hate those.
Those people had everything, so they had nothing to complain. Well, they complained, but then
When their daddies paid for their
Yeah,
sports cars.
when their dad paid for their Land Rover and their freaking
Range
Yeah.
Rover.
yeah Range Rover.
The Land Rover.
What the hell? I was like, that didn't make any sense. But
The
yeah,
Range Rover.
Range Rover,
Goofball.
yeah.
I want to drive a Range Rover.
I want to get ass!
yeah,
Dude,
and then, like,
if you don't like Step Brothers, you are not an American. Let me tell you that.
I got a shirt that says it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. I
The
should wear
fucking Catalina
that. Every time we have this
wine
this
mixer.
podcast, I should just wear that shirt.
Well, no.
Yes,
You wear what you want, but I'll make fun of you.
I'll wear that. Wear the same shit every day.
Get a-
Can't really make fun of me.
Get the better one. I want to get ass! I want to drive a Range Rover. I want to get... You know, that's a really good movie that I feel like a lot of people want a second one.
But if they do it, it's
it
gonna
wouldn't be
ruin
as good.
it. Yeah,
It'd
it's
be
gonna
ruined.
ruin it.
Just like Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
waited
God.
way too long to make Dumb and Dumber
It's
2.
almost... Wait, when did Step Brothers come out? Like 2008? 2009?
It was, yeah, somewhere around there.
Because
Oh, God.
it's almost probably
God.
too late now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's at least 10 years.
For sure, yeah. Because they waited like decades to make Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, because what?
Two.
They make that 2 or 3 years ago, and like the original one was somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they also had a prequel though. It was like Dumber and Dumberer, but it was
They had
them
a
young.
prequel?
Yeah, but it wasn't Steve Carell. It wasn't Jim Carrey, and
God.
Oh, I
What's his
heard
name?
about
it was
like
two
the
different
second one.
actors.
It was like how Lloyd and
They met or something.
and they're in a high school or whatever.
It's something like that. Yeah.
That was
just sounds
awful.
stupid.
But that's stupid.
It was awful.
It was a dumb movie. And then Dumb and Dumber 2, I went to see that in theaters with my mom because I can recite Dumb and Dumber by line when I'm watching the movie. It's that good of a movie.
Dark Knight is a very good movie.
And there's this one dude sitting by himself alone in the back row, like 5 seats next to me and my mom. We both looked at each other and said, either he's a big nerd and he's been waiting for this, or we're gonna die because he's gonna shoot this theater up. But no, he sat there and he thought it was a good movie. I thought it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. Like, it was terrible. A lot of movies can't get the sequels good, and when they wait like 25 years, it's even worse.
Hard.
I just watched a sequel to Deadpool, and that was awesome.
I need to watch it.
We
We'll
can watch
watch
it
it
like
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
We'll watch it tomorrow. Well, we can't. We'll be
watch
be
it
watching
after
football
that.
games.
Yeah, watch it after.
But there's games on after.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, you watch those games. Me and Zach will watch Deadpool.
Oh, William. Maybe you should get your balls to drop.
I meant
Loser.
to do that. I meant to make that noise.
Or like I haven't like. What are some good sequel movies that you can think of? And don't say Star Wars.
Shrek.
Shrek 2 was
Shrek 2
awesome.
was great.
I can't remember Shrek 2. I just knew they had Puss in Boots.
It was a great. I'd say it was better than the first, and that's saying a lot.
Shrek's a good movie.
Shrek's 3 and 4.
Are we, yeah, stop.
Those,
it stopped being Shrek.
Okay. Not like animated movies.
Oh, you want really
Indiana Jones. Or not. Indiana Jones. I like
yeah, but
Indiana
that came like the first
No,
one.
I would say the third movie was the best.
The third one was with the
The Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the fourth one was terrible.
Oh, with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, but again, those are all like, that's like a trilogy. I mean, like those are all
Trilogy
meant
plus
to
one.
happen. Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
pretty sure. I'm gonna look something up here.
I can't even think of like sequels to movies.
Yeah, I mean.
yeah. Start looking up movie sequels. There's very rarely any good sequel
Was
movies.
the second Matrix any good?
Honestly,
The
I
first
could
Matrix
not get
wasn't
into
good.
it.
Oh, I really like the.
I-
John Wick and John Wick 2.
I think the first one was better.
I like the second one, but I think
The second one was good, but sorry.
Was
Okay, I don't know if you consider this The Dark Knight. I mean, the first one was called Batman Begins, but technically it is a sequel to Batman.
But do we count sequels
Or
in
like-
trilogies or just one?
like
just
second-
two
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
like we're not counting Star Wars, and we're not counting Indiana Jones, so we can't count Batman.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you're just saying like where there's just two movies and there's one,
Just
first
one and two.
second.
Yeah, or like a third movie.
Like
I don't know.
not like a new movie, but like when it just says number 2. Like
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
I just saw that. Now.
Second one was good.
But those
Second
were
one's
a
great.
lot of movies.
They
I
only
don't know.
had
I'm
three.
being really stupid.
There's
Look up
3.
sequel. Just look up sequel.
That's
The
what I
definition of
did.
sequel.
Okay.
Grown Ups. Grown Ups was really funny.
Yeah,
the second one was bad.
The first one
Second
had
one
like
was-
a lot of funding, you could tell.
Most of it.
And then the second
more you
one had
think
like
it-
zero funding.
The more you think about it, the worst sequels are with comedies.
Yeah,
Okay. Here's a definition of sequel.
the second.
A published, broadcast, or recorded work that continues the story or develops the theme of an earlier one. That's legit definition of
So
sequel.
the second one.
Basically, like a continue on. So,
Look at movie sequels. See if
that's what I did, and those are the things that pop up. Movie sequels. It's got Superman 2, Born Super.
Dude, I can't wait till Despacito 2.
Despacito 2.
Star Trek 2, Before Midnight, The Dark Knight, and it's just like it's a bunch of like superheroes.
Okay, well find sequels that make my case
I think
sound
Iron
good.
Man. Iron Man 2 is pretty good.
Okay, here we go. Best.
That's
sequels.
also like a-
Okay, I don't watch trilogy.
That's a lot of.
You have to watch like all the
You get what I'm saying though, like
Yeah. I just can't think of any movies.
yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
I don't
right now,
watch
but
a lot of
It's
movies.
got
to
a
begin
bunch
with.
of old movies, and it's like
I watch
it's
a lot of
got
TV
Alien, Pirates of the Caribbean, Die Hard, Star Wars.
Die Hard. Die Hard's a good example. Die Hard went to shit after the first one.
Eh.
Like I think
We're
Rambo
talking about
was,
ones that aren't good or are good.
aren't good.
Oh well, shit. Okay, well let's sit here and name a bunch. of them.
Rambo
I like
wasn't
the
very good.
I like
after
the
first
Lethal
one.
Weapon movies. Those are good. Mel Gibson.
Those ones were good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't like that's a series though. That's not just like a
Pirates of the Caribbean
one
after
sequel.
the third one went on with the shit.
I think the second one was the best.
Second,
Really?
and third, one
I think-
through three was really good.
I think
I like the second one.
I
I've never
like
seen the newest one.
I like the third one the best, but I think the first was the best movie.
Well, usually the first.
Had a good
movies
start
are
to
the
it.
best.
You have a really good.
Yeah, when he was coming in the boat, that was sinking on the.
That always got me as a kid.
Classic.
Loved it. I would watch it on my PSP.
Oh,
So amazing.
Yeah,
And then he's like, "That's got to be the best pirate you've ever seen." And the guy's like, "And so you would." That was my favorite dude because I'm like I like armies
oh, okay.
and like he's the leader of it, even though he's the British
Wasn't
army.
he like Commodore?
Commodore.
Yeah,
yeah.
Commodore.
But isn't that like his title? Isn't that his name?
Commodore
That's a
Beckett.
title.
Beckett.
I'm thinking something.
Beckett's the
No,
dude who
yeah,
gets
yeah,
wrecked
Beckett's-
in the end. That's the worst ending you could have
the
had.
third one?
Yeah, when he's in that tank
Spoiler
of a
alert.
ship.
Yeah,
Where it's like 80 he has like
dumbfounded.
18 yeah, he has like 80 cannons on each side. He's like he's like, "Sir, what do we do?" He's like he's like,
he's
"Fucking
walking down-
shoot." like if I'm on that, I'm like, I'm going to shoot now."
Screw his
You know what I mean?
orders.
Like, I'm not going to sit here while the two best ships just give it up to us in our ass. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to start shooting. I'm like, I don't know what this dude's doing, but everyone, let's shoot.
Yeah, everybody.
That's the worst ending. That always pissed me off. Like, it could have been cool if, like, they're like, shoot! And it was a big battle.
Well,
It was the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl versus, like, the big...
the
Navigator or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it had, like, 30 cannons on each side.
On each side, and easily could have. Well, I wouldn't say easily. I think having two ships gives you more.
You know what's weird though? It grossed me out when they were doing that scene in the movie where the black Haitian girl was the voodoo girl, and she was like the sea goddess.
That was creepy.
And
I always thought that
Barbossa.
was creepy.
Oh, where she turns into a bunch
Yeah,
of crabs
Barbossa was
and
like-
freaking awakens.
He was like,
Calypso!
Calypso! Yeah. And then the dude with one eye's like, "You didn't say it right." He's like, "You have
Barbosa's
to."
like,
He's like,
"The
"What?" He's
fuck?"
like, "You have to be in love with her." And then he said, "I'm like, what a freak, what a creep." I'm like, dude, get on my boat.
Dude, get off.
I was like,
Lock the plank.
yeah, like jump in the big tsunami hole or whatever.
Yeah, whatever
the big
the hell that
butthole of
is.
water. Jump in there. That's weird.
Yeah, and they had a freaking ship battle, like shooting cannons across that thing. Like,
He's like, "Can you marry us?" And he's fighting. He's like, "I'm busy." It's that Fallout 4 meme where it's the companion wants to talk to you about the relationship, and he's like, "I'm a little busy at the moment."
Oh yeah, and you're like,
But besides Jack, Barbossa is my favorite character. He does go to shit in the later movies.
yeah.
He gets his leg cut off.
I don't know him in any other movie other than. Well, he was in that one Egyptian Gods, but I mean,
Egyptian.
Oh, the actor, not the
he was
character.
he was
The character
he
was an
a-
Egyptian
he was
god.
an actor.
He's the Egyptian god pirate.
No, he was.
Gar.
I don't know what he was.
You better be. You believe in ghost stories. You're in one.
Yeah, in one.
What the fuck?
That was a
Pirates of the
good.
Caribbean. That was pretty good.
In the thing I think that makes those movies good,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny obviously, but like they're not campy for Disney movies. They're
Right,
not
it's
goofy.
not. It's not like technically it's not even a kids movie.
You know-
Oh, like National Treasure. Those movies. Awesome.
yeah, where it's
Yeah.
That first and second, great movies.
You know, Jim Carrey wanted to be
Yeah, I heard about
like-
that.
the pirate, Captain Jack
Oh.
Sparrow,
Yeah.
and you know he would have made it completely crazy. But Johnny Depp is, in my opinion, Johnny Depp is top 3 actor of all time.
just because he could do so many personalities. And do
It's
it really
crazy.
well.
He's like Johnny Depp is an actor, and I base my
he was in a.
I base like my actor roles on 3 different levels. There's a Johnny Depp level. There's a Leonardo DiCaprio level, and there is a what's his name? He played the Joker in
Heath Ledger.
no Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Batman.
He played Batman.
What's his name? No, the Michael Keaton
Michael
Batmans.
Keaton. That's-
Tim Burton Batmans. Who played the
Oh.
Joker? He was
Oh, Jack
Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the 3 levels, and what I mean by that is, Jack Nicholson is basically the same character in every movie.
I agree.
It's just that his character is so good, he doesn't need to really change it up.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying he can't act because he was a good Joker. He was obviously really good.
Really good Joker.
He was obviously really good in the Stephen King movie.
The Shining.
It's The Shining, yeah.
Yep.
He was really good. One of the most iconic movie scenes ever with here's Jack,
Here's Johnny.
and but basically, like if you've seen every movie, have you ever seen what was that movie where he fell in love with that, or he was in love with that old woman? It was something like Something's Gotta Give.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Or something.
I'm not sure. Here, let me...
But he's basically the same. I don't know if it's Something Gotta Give, but he's basically the same actor in every movie.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to change it up.
That's true.
He's good in it, okay? Then my next is Leonardo DiCaprio. He doesn't do characters, but he can like do a different role really well.
Yeah, like, have you seen The Revenant?
Yes.
When he actually won that award thing for it?
Yes.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great.
Half that movie.
True story.
Yeah. Well,
True story.
Parts of it were true. Like the real Glass or whatever. I know his name was Glass.
Yeah, his
he
last
didn't.
name was Glass.
Yeah, he didn't actually have a kid.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
But
part
he
of
got
the
attacked
story.
by a bear.
But he got attacked by a bear, and he was really pissed off that they left him to die.
Yeah.
That was all true.
Yeah.
So what a badass. That's a man.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
That's
a man.
That's a man.
Get attacked by a bear, and they leave you die, and you're so pissed off that you come back. I don't know if he actually ends up getting revenge.
How
on him or
fast do you
not.
think he could run a 440?
I don't know, but
I think he
Like-
kills the guy. Yeah, he gets his revenge.
all right.
Yeah, I think at the
Yeah.
end of the movie. Yeah.
He gets
No,
his
but I'm
revenge.
talking about in real
Christian-
life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he really kills him.
Leonardo DiCaprio kills Tom Hardy. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about in the real story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know.
But like, he plays the Revenant. He plays Wolf of Wall Street,
That was a good movie.
That was-
Inception. Those
Never
are
saw
all.
it.
Inception.
Those are all
That
characters
was a
on.
pretty good movie.
Those are
Never
all
saw it.
characters on different sides of like the spectrum of what he needed to do,
Yeah, and
and he plays them
Blood
so
Diamond.
well. Blood Diamond, yeah, that
Blood
was
Diamond.
and that was him. That wasn't him when he was younger, but
Never
he was
saw that movie
Jack.
either.
He was Jack in Titanic. He was There Goes Gilbert Grape or whatever. He was that.
Oh, What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
He was that.
Johnny Depp was in that movie too.
He was that mentally deficient kid.
Yeah.
Amazing actor in all roles, and it's not like he has to be a different part.
Or he's actually mentally deficient. He's playing like.
Well,
Whoa.
and now his actor role is for
He
life.
got hit back in the head and then like.
But then that's like the Leonardo DiCaprio section of acting.
Yeah.
And then the Johnny Depp is the actor able to play different characters. Like Johnny Depp played Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He played the Hatter in Alice in Wonderland. He
Yeah,
plays
basically the same.
he plays Jack
The
Sparrow.
Yeah.
What's
that?
he
one?
was the guy in he was like the detective in
Like Mordecai or something?
Halloween, Sleepy Hollows. He was the guy in the Lone Ranger with the face paint.
Tonto. I
Tonto.
believe.
Yeah, so it's like he's
He can
at the
do-
top of the level with being able to play different characters.
Yeah, you give him a crazy role that you think there's no way someone could play
He's gonna
that,
do it.
and he'll do it.
He can pull it off perfect.
No, I mean, him being a Joker, I'd be a little interesting to see.
I think William Dafoe. I think his name should be the Joker.
William Dafoe.
He was Green Goblin in
That
the
would
old
be-
Spider-Mans.
I've seen like
I could
Photoshop
see
pictures of
it,
him in
yeah,
like
I
Joker
could
costumes. That dude's fucking
His
scary.
voice kind of matches.
Yeah,
really. His
I think he
voice
could do
is
it.
scary, dude.
He's funny.
He's
What the meme, the ravioli meme?
Yeah,
Ravioli.
yeah, ravioli.
Yeah. Half the time when we say that, it's just a meme we know.
we know memes.
Yeah, we're very meme driven.
We're memers. We're not men, we're meme.
Oh,
I just try saying
Damn.
men and meme. Or meme memes.
can that be a gender? There's a meme.
What are you looking at?
Something's got to give. That's what you're talking
Something's got to give, yeah,
Yeah,
as
that's
good
right.
as it gets. You're not going to see him be one end of the spectrum compared to whenever. Christian Bale's another really good actor.
He was a good Batman. He's the best Batman, in my opinion.
He's a really good
about. I've
Batman.
only seen him in Batman.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Dude,
you haven't seen another
American
Batman?
Psycho, fucking great movie.
And the thing is that was a really crazy role for him. And then have you look up Christian Bale body transformations. He's a guy.
Yeah,
he's a guy
where he
that
got like really really skinny.
yeah.
Oh.
He was like I don't know if he's like a war prisoner.
Yeah.
He's another actor, and it's kind of like a different between all three of them, where he can shift his body to get the role.
Yeah.
You know,
Like I know Matthew
He's one of the best.
McConaughey did that.
he got really fat.
Yeah, he got really skinny for like Dallas Buyers Club or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at him. That's real. That's really him. Then that's him really fat. Then that's him really jacked.
For Batman.
I'm Batman.
He was only like 180 pounds in that.
That.
You know what's a hilarious movie story? Is
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks, really good.
Tom
See, when we
Hanks.
start talking about actors, I don't know how you can base actors. You know what I mean? Because you can't go off their
I mean, you really
awards.
base them off of what movies they've done. Because I mean, that's yeah.
But it's also like a liking thing. Like my mom thinks Jack Nicholson is the best actor of all time, but he's kind
That's a
of
preference.
It all depends what kind of movies you like to watch.
Exactly.
he's like the Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra didn't have a really good range. You know, he couldn't sing
Yeah,
different
that,
notes,
yeah.
but he's still regarded as like one of the most. He's still regarded as like one of the greatest people,
Yeah.
like in music.
I mean, yeah, because I like just picture Adam Sandler doing a serious role.
Adam Sandler's not a good actor.
Okay, we'll use someone.
Would you? I don't really think of like people in like. See, that's the thing. I don't really think of comedians as actors, but when I say that, I think of people like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, and then Kevin Hart. Well,
Kevin Hart's
Hart's
a comedian.
got very few.
He's the same funny.
Character. Yeah.
There's people who are comedians who are really funny when they first start out because they're new and fade, and I think that's what Kevin Hart's doing. But then you have people like Will Ferrell, who's always funny as shit.
There's a few
I think
of
those
his
Daddy
movies.
Homes movies are stupid as shit.
Adam Sandler, well, because they have Marky Mark in it.
Marky Mark in it. Hold on, Mark Wahlberg.
I just said that because he's a Boston guy. I like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I like Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg,
Like that
The
Patriots
only
Day movie, fucking great.
Mark
that was
Wahlberg as an actor on his own, not that great, but he's a really good. He can really help him roll a movie.
Max Payne.
I think yeah.
That was
it was a
pretty
weird
good.
movie. It was a weird Max Payne,
weird,
though.
but it was actually pretty good. It had Mila Kunis in it.
Shalom.
Young Mila Kunis.
Very young. Well, not very
Yeah,
young.
that's creepy.
Like
She was also with him in Ted.
That was funny.
Ted
I
2.
I love those movies.
Ted 2 is
I never
pretty
saw him
good.
in anything, but one of my favorite like movie things is I'm a big Gerard Butler fan. I think he was great in 300. I think he was great in
I have a poster of 300 right there.
Law Abiding Citizen. If you've ever seen that, that's Jamie Foxx.
that one-
That's a good movie.
What was the one where you're saving the president? That one was okay.
Olympus Has Fallen.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Then
the
there's
second
London Has Fallen, which is
That one was.
Yeah, another bad sequel. But
weird.
But the movie story is, you know how they got really fucking jacked and ripped for 300?
Like that picture.
Yeah,
right
that
there. Yeah,
poster.
I have a poster of
They
300.
probably have like some huge diet shit.
Well, the people who had all the actors
They were
wanted,
actual Spartans. Watch
they-
out.
yeah, they resurrected them, but they wanted all the actors to actually do like workouts together and
Yeah.
do it. And he said, "When do I have to be ready?" And they said,
yeah,
"Be ready by this." And he's like, "Okay, I will." And he walked up looking like that. That's badass. Gerard Butler's the dude. Have you ever seen one of his best movie is Law Abiding Citizen.
I've
I
never
haven't
seen it.
It's basically the premise is
It's on Netflix.
he's an engineer, or like he's a really smart dude, and his family gets like killed basically, and he goes to prison, and it's basically him tormenting like all the people that have wronged him.
Mm-hmm.
Super good movie. I don't really want to spoil it if you want to watch it. I haven't seen it, but it's probably his best movie. I'd have to see a list of his movies, but that's one of the best.
I think the weirdest. I didn't really like this movie, but I watched it anyway because Gamer.
That was.
I only watched it
I
halfway
didn't-
through, then we stopped.
I don't think I understood it a lot. Cause
What I got from it is basically instead of prison, anybody who has to go to prison basically
it's like
is turned into an avatar
for a video game.
for
for
real life, so people can just
I
or people did it for a job. I think that
yeah, because I was gonna say I thought you could either pay to play or pay to be played.
yeah.
Yeah, which was a very.
It was.
It was
It was a cool
Weird.
concept.
Yeah, but I didn't. Like
I-
it that
I was-
much.
There was two things I can remember from the movie. I saw like boobies,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember there's this fat dude.
Yes.
That like was
controlling
that
the girl.
that had like the waffle and just
He
doused it in
dabbed
syrup and would eat it.
syrup and ate it.
Just a stereotypical fat, disgusting dude.
just what you typically would expect.
What
from
you think of like a fat nerd,
Yeah.
and like
I only
and like
like-
since it was his wife, I think it's like a thing popped up and jump scared him.
Yeah, because the Gerard Butler, who was he was being controlled by this gamer, and he was in a game called.
Wasn't the gamer in the game with him though?
No. He was in his own like apartment, whatever, and he just.
No, he
controlled-
was. He was at one point.
It was basically virtual reality.
Yeah, it was like
but it was
VR.
like a really like far away.
It's just a weird ass movie.
It is, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, we stopped watching after that. I was young watching it.
Yeah,
You know, it's a movie that I need to see that I haven't.
there's a lot of movies.
Pulp Fiction.
You haven't seen Pulp
I've
Fiction?
never seen Pulp Fiction.
It's a little confusing.
It's
but
really
good.
confusing. It should be actually 2 movies instead of 1.
It's a long movie.
Yes, it's like 3.5 hours.
You know
Or
what
something like
Quentin Tarantino considers Kill Bill all one movie. There's
I've never seen any
There's
of
like
them,
Kill
no.
Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
There might even be a Kill Bill 3. Holy shit, that's a long movie.
No.
If it is, but
Kill Bill 2, I think. Kill Bill 1 was.
I don't remember
was
them.
better.
But
I know one of them's on Netflix,
I think both of them.
and I have yet to watch any of them. I want to
They're
watch that
good.
new Hostiles movie with Christian Bale. I think he's like in the U.S. Cavalry in like Indian times.
Yeah, there's Kill Bill 1 and Kill Bill 2.
Looks fucking.
I know I tell you guys this, but my favorite movie scene of all time is in Face Off when Nick Cage
Never
rolls
saw
up
it,
as the priest and just starts head banging to Hallelujah,
Oh my
Hallelujah.
God.
That is my favorite like opening movie scene of all time. It's so funny.
I think my favorite fight scene is in Kingsman.
Never seen.
Oh, the
Kingsman.
church scene?
The church scene where they're playing Freebird.
I haven't seen the second one.
I haven't
I
either.
really
I
want
want
to.
to see that
Have you ever
as
seen
well.
Saving Private Ryan?
Yes.
That
great movie.
is the best war movie.
Ooh, I don't know.
I like the
don't-
beginning. I like the
I-
beginning. The
I
beginning
think-
was by
Oh, D-Day?
far- Yeah, D-Day.
Well, D-Day is the most iconic
Oh, yeah.
war like operation
But
of
then,
all
like,
time.
the rest of the movie, like, the middle part's okay, but then the ending was pretty good. I like the ending.
I say
The war parts, yeah, the fighting parts.
Saving
Yeah.
Private Ryan is definitely one of the best war movies
Oh, definitely.
ever. I think the new Hacksaw Ridge movie that came out like last year,
I haven't seen that. in a
that
while.
kind of rivals like one of the best.
I
war
haven't
movies
seen it.
I've
Is
ever
it-
seen.
Is that the one where he's the medic
And he
refuses-
saves
and the
He
Japanese are coming for him
Yeah.
and he covers the dudes?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I haven't
that
seen
was
it.
a great movie. And what I don't know why it was really satisfying to hear this, but every time somebody got shot in the head, you could hear the bullet bouncing off the helmet.
That's cool.
I don't know
Little cool
why.
things like that.
I don't know why. It was
But-
really violent and really like
but,
that's
like,
really fucked to
Those
say.
World
Saving-
War II movies.
Saving Private Ryan had it had your boy who with the poop feces, the poop stuff.
Oh, Matt Damon?
Matt Damon in it. It had
Matt Damon did
It
it.
had,
It's real.
it had Vin Diesel in it.
No, it didn't.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, it
had
did.
Vin
Did
Diesel
it?
in
When?
He got shot in the head.
He got shot.
Was he a
the-
sniper?
No,
Or was
no.
he a German?
Was he the
I'll
guy
look
with the helmet? Like, he got shot in the helmet. He pulls off his helmet,
No.
pulls out his helmet, gets
No,
shot
hang
in
on,
the
let me
face.
guess.
And it has Tom Hanks. Who would have thought Tom Hanks could be a captain in a war movie?
Oh, jeez, my phone.
You know at the very
Who
end of
directed Saving Private Ryan? Because that's who thought.
you know who at the very end of the movie or close to when they're in the town and Matt Damon and him are just talking in like they're like
Yeah.
just that's
Matt
all
Damon's-
that's all just coming off the top of their heads.
Not really.
Yeah, that wasn't
Right now,
scripted or
like,
anything.
You're talking about his brother was in the barn or whatever.
Yeah, that's all. That was all unscripted. That was just them shooting the shit,
Interesting.
and that was all a genuine reaction.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite movies. I like The Longest Yard, the new one with Adam Sandler.
The old one I watched, the old one when they put it on Netflix one time, and it was weird.
Old movies are tough.
Yeah, those older ones. Because I had.
Old movies are a tough watch.
What the heck's that guy's name?
Yeah.
He was in both of them.
He was the running back in the second one.
Well, the
No,
coach.
he was the coach. In the
He was the
second
coach.
But he
slash
one. But then,
ran.
yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
Um,
What's his name?
Reynolds.
Burt
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Not Ryan Reynolds.
No, Ryan. Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds is a very
Deadpool.
very
Mhm.
attractive man.
Dude, my cousin looks like Ben Affleck, and
Does he have a butt chin?
no, my cousin looks like he's Ben Affleck and
Affleck. Not Affleck.
Affleck.
I always say it Affleck.
Ben Affleck and Ryan Reynolds' love child is my cousin. He looks just like him.
I'm trying to think if that's an attractive human being or not. I'm not saying
He's not
Ben
a bad
Affleck
looking
is.
dude.
I'm not saying Ben Affleck's ugly, but Ryan Reynolds is a very attractive man, and I'm not gay. But I have a list.
Ryan
I have-
Reynolds.
But if Ryan Reynolds came up to me and said, "Hey, let's do it," would
Yikes.
I don't know if I'd say no.
I'd say no.
That's an attractive dude.
Okay.
Am I doing him or he doing me?
Yikes. This took
Whatever.
A while. This took a while.
Whatever. Okay. Well,
He's a very I'm not gay, okay? No homo when I say this, but
every man
there's
has
attractive
a
dudes.
man crush for somebody.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, Zach. It's
It
your
is Tom
man
Brady.
crush.
Tom Brady and Marky
You may
Mark.
not want to sleep with the man, but you do got a crush on him.
You
all
kiss
right?
him on his lips like he does with his kids.
Shit.
Don't deny it. Mine's the Spartan.
Can't think of his name, but
Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gerard Butler and Chris Hemsworth.
This took one hell of a left
Chris
turn.
Hemsworth is a very good-looking dude.
Throwing that out there.
Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth
thanks, no homo.
is the mix between Gerard Butler in 300 and Ryan Reynolds. They're the mix.
I completely.
Chris Hemsworth, who's
Okay.
just Thor, is a mix between him and Ryan Reynolds.
No,
Because he
I
has his
disagree
size.
with you.
He's a bigger, thicker dude who's
Okay, in that
who has a
movie,
very pretty
yes.
face.
Sorry, I don't see it.
Are you kidding me? Come on!
I don't.
Look at
I
the
really
characteristics. Ryan Reynolds is like a very attractive face.
Yikes. No, I didn't really say that.
It's not
disagree
gay.
with
It's
you.
not gay. You don't think he has a? You don't.
No, I don't.
You don't think he has attractive features? You don't think he has features that makes a person attractive?
Oh, dude, I really don't know because I can't. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Think of an ugly person.
Looking at one.
Okay. Think of an attractive person. Who does Ryan
It's a
Reynolds?
female.
Does Ryan Reynolds not fall in that attractive category? He has attractive features.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
He has
okay.
features-
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Let-
Put
let me-
on
let
that
me-
perspective. Yes.
Let
okay.
me rephrase it. He has features that makes a man attractive, right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. He has a good body.
In that movie.
In that movie.
Now.
He had a rocking body in
Oh my god.
the movie with Jamie Foxx. But I'm saying if you take his features
What the fuck?
with Ryan Reynolds' features, it's Chris Hemsworth
It's almost gone too
with
long.
long hair or short hair. I don't care. You ever seen
Why'd that rhyme?
Because I think 2 steps ahead.
Oh, whoa.
You ever seen the
What am I
commercial
what am
with
I
Chris
gonna-
Hemsworth? And he's like, "Really, Hemsy, looking at yourself again?" And he's searching Hemsworth in the movies. And have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
No.
Well,
I have.
there's the part he's like, "Got a little beer on that shirt, might as well take it off." And it's showing that part, and it shows up to him, and he's like, "Got a little beer on that shirt." He's whispering it to himself, and he looks over, and he looks at a piece of metal, and his face is all distorted. It's the funniest. It's like one of the funniest shits I've ever seen. I love that commercial.
Oh my
I
god.
want to see if I can find it because it is seriously funny.
Alright.
See if you guys can.
Your math equation of how Chris Hemsworth is.
Okay, no, I'm not saying they look alike. I'm saying take the features of Chris Hemsworth, or take the features of Ryan Reynolds, and take the features of Gerard Butler. It's Chris Hemsworth.
In the body, but not
Oh my god.
Attractive dude.
Okay.
Chris Hemsworth
I don't.
has
It's
attractive
all I'm
features.
thinking about is his face, and I'm like,
Chris Hemsworth has
where you're
features
getting
that underlie attractiveness.
Okay, sure, but that you can name a lot of different people.
That
Probably better.
no,
select.
name one. Find me one.
I bet there's like a football player out there.
No. Absolutely.
Are you
not.
talking about Chris Hemsworth like as Thor?
Not what? Both ways.
For the vacation, the faucet.
Vacation. Faucet, yeah.
When he goes in the room with his underwear or whatever, and he stands and he has like
It's
a,
like, wow.
oh
this
my
is real, man.
god.
Oh, the remote. And he puts it on the table. This is how you turn it on. This is how you switch channels. It's just
That movie was underrated.
Imagine him coming in your room with that.
that was a
He'll put someone's eye out. Good. Oh my
Oh,
god.
and in the pool scene, Dad, what's a rim job?
Oh my god. He's like, well, I think it's when you
when you kiss someone.
with your mouth closed. He's like, the guy comes out.
He's like, all right.
He's like, you're not old enough to give your dad a goodnight rim job. And the dude's like, nope. Turns around and pieces out. That was a good. See, that was a
That
good.
was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
That was
But that,
fun.
that one was made after all the other vacation movies.
Yeah, because Chevy
And they did
Chase
a
was
good-
in that movie.
Yeah, he was old. Man, God, dude, Chevy Chase.
Dude, he's old as shit.
Dude, time is not agreeing with him
Oh,
Mm.
no.
at all. Man, Chevy Chase is good though. I like Chevy Chase because it's like
It's
my
funny
name.
as hell.
Like my name, Chevy.
Your name Chevy?
Chevy Auto.
What the fuck? Chevrolet.
Chevrolet in this biz. I could be a freestylist rapper.
Give it a try.
Right now?
Yeah, give it
I
a
don't
try.
want to.
You don't want to.
I don't want to.
We've gone so many left turns. Might as well just do it.
Might as well do it.
I'll get a beat for you. I don't know where to find one, but
Make it with your mouth.
no, I'll go on YouTube and just.
Yo, I can't think of it right now.
Okay,
I don't want
it's
to get
not-
too crazy like I do normally in the car.
Yikes.
Because I
home.
take like stuff around me as inspiration. And I really can't find any rhyming
It's a
stuff.
bird.
It's
Yeah.
It's a bird to the word. Oh, I did make up a rap for Lucy.
Oh man.
Lucy is his.
Let me think of it. Lucy's
devil
my
cat.
devil cat. She has a blue eye and a yellow eye, which there's a name for that. But the vet told us that when a cat has different colored eyes, it means it's crazy. Lucy's a crazy cat.
I tried to pet Lucy one time and she just fucking yelled at me, basically. Or meowed.
I remember I touched Lucy on her back when I was petting her, and I was like, "Wow, you're thick." I was like, "You're a fat cat."
Dude, Lucy is strong.
She's a freaking tank, dude.
Lucy's
Absolute
strong. She's a
I didn't
unit.
even try to pick her up. I just touched her. I was like, "Damn."
Like I'll be holding with her, playing with her, and man, when she pushes off and tries to get out, I'm not lying. It's a struggle to keep her with me. Or I was watching Game of Thrones on my couch and I was laying down, and Lucy and I have had a good relationship as of right now. And
Really?
she jumped up and she laid down with me, and it's like she kept pushing me up against the couch because that's just how animals are. Man, unit. It's tough. She rolls
you
over
you're
me.
like, "Oh, shit."
And like I start dying. I can't get her off. Okay, so I can't. Man, I was just doing the rap today. It was
Write it down.
You're gonna think of it right
yeah,
as we
write it
stop.
down. Write it
Let me see
down.
if I can think of it. Don't look at it because I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
Anyways.
Anyway, Zach, you got any pets?
I have 3 dogs. And they're all overweight. And one's name is Chuck.
That's all that matters. Y'all, everybody just needs to know about Chuck.
Yeah,
Chuck's the best.
there's the good boy, the stinky boy, and Chuck. She's
Yeah.
AKA,
They're all girls.
And they're all girls. Well, her real name's Charlie, but
It's
never...
Chuck. It's Chuck.
Well, actually, her full name...
Oh, damn. I'll
yeah,
sit
her
back
full
real
name
quick.
is Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, that's rude.
I'm sorry, I don't.
It's my grandma's name.
Oh. Well. I don't feel like naming a
Neither
relative.
Neither do I. That's why I call her
naming
Chuck.
a dog. The never. I got one dog. Her name is Boo. Her full name
Her Nicholas name.
is Boo Bears Barnhill.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Let me see if I can play a song that I get the. I have the
What was
beat to
what
it.
was that one rapper you were talking about had a beat?
6ix9ine.
Yes.
That's the beat to
the
it.
beat? All right.
Usually.
See, this is full circle going to the music.
Yeah. Don't even laugh. Don't even laugh. Okay, so it's, Lucy, you're a loosey goosey, looking like a black pussy. I hate you like you do me. She's a black cat, so that's where that line came up. Black and white. It was better when I was like yelling it in my house when I was alone with Lucy. But I'm gonna save
You're a
this.
crazy cat person. Oh my god.
I have a dog that I enjoy much more.
Yeah, that video
Dogs
showed
are
of the
better.
dog in your bed. It was just like, like, aw.
Yeah, he's adorable. I like
Yeah,
him.
dog's laying on.
He's old.
Oh yeah.
He-
Yeah, my
his-
dogs are getting up there too.
His color used to be so good. He's a rat terrier who's 13. He's in
Wow.
March 8th, 2005. He was born. And he's like a brown spot on his face, brown and black face with like a white body and a black on his back. His brown used to be so like colorful, his fur. Now he's just old.
Yeah, any rat terrier I see is usually fat. I don't know why. They just seem like they're real small.
Boo is not. Boo is a very
Like every rat terrier I've seen, they're like small, but they're freaking heavy because they're really fat. I don't know why. They're usually my cousins who had them.
Mm-hmm.
Boo Boo is a very not heavy dog. He's a very skinny dog, even though he really doesn't even, we really don't even do a lot because he really can't take it anymore. Because Zach's old. He's been through a lot, man. I can tell a
You gotta deal with Lucy.
yeah, I can tell a few stories of him I can tell a few stories of him. Sorry, we're just getting excited over a possible upset. I can tell a few stories if you'd want me to, with Boo Boo and his ass almost dying.
Oh, I think you. Yeah, I remember you telling me this.
I don't know if I ever told you this, Gabe, but would you like?
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you like to hear?
I would love to hear about your dog.
Okay, so we were going up to a camping ground in.
Sorry, I'm looking at memes.
It's okay. I don't think you'd laugh at my dog almost dying.
No,
We were going up to a camping ground. It's Indian Caves, and we're in my dad's red Chevy Silverado. So we're in the front. My brother, I think my cousin, and I were in the back. And in the tailgate, we had Boo Boo, who's in a kennel. Followed, we were pulling our camper. So we get there, and it's like a 2.5, 3 hour drive, because it's up by Missouri, because it's off the Missouri River. Mm-hmm. And we were unloading everything, and we went to get our dog, and the kennel's empty and the door's open. So my brother and I just go crazy, because we were I was 9 and he may have been 12 or something. We were just absolutely going crazy and crying and everything. It was our dog, a little kid loves nothing more than this dog.
Absolutely.
And this is something that really brought me to close with God and everything, because it went the people across from us were supposed to leave that day, but their vehicle broke down, so they couldn't leave for the next few days. And they came over and "Whoa, what's wrong?" The dog is out. So a few days go by, and our parents spent hours trying to find him. This is our vacation, so it's a shitty vacation to start. And one day, it was 3 or 4 days later. One day, one day we were just sitting down, and the neighbor came over, and he was like, "Yeah, my wife went into town because she wanted to get some stuff, but I decided to lay down and listen to the radio, and on the radio they said some dog was at a tractor. It was a farming equipment store." Mm-hmm. With tractors and farming equipment. They said a dog is there that's not letting anyone near him. And it sounded like the dog we did. So we went and drove there, and sure as shit, it was our dog. fucking tick infested, looked like a freak. He had scars on his face, just in shitty condition, We went up to him and we said, "Boo Boo," and of course, sure as shit, his head popped up and ran to us. And he was 4 days in the wild, when they found him, and they gave him food, but you wouldn't let anyone near him. So we took him back, and it was crazy because he must have got out of that, and it was a half-hour drive back from the place. So he must have got out of that. His crazy ass jumped out onto the interstate, somehow didn't get hit by our camper going by it, and didn't get hit by any other vehicles, and survived. And he had 6 ticks on him, dude. It was insane. Jeez. So it's if you look at what happened, the people who were supposed to leave but couldn't because their vehicle broke down were also there, and the dude deciding not to go into town and listen to the radio heard that. So it's crazy. It's a crazy story. And then just recently, a couple months ago, he was throwing up real bad and having really bad poop, and we thought he was gonna die then, but no, the old bastard's still kicking. And then he's had a seizure or whatever, but
yeah, my dog's starting to have seizures pretty regularly, and there's really nothing you can do.
Yeah,
you just gotta kind of just watch them.
Yeah, you can't hold him or anything. I mean, it's bad if you hold them.
I mean, a human, you can't do anything. They just say put them on their side because they're gonna choke on their own vomit. But a dog, they're just gonna eat the shit.
When Boo Boo had his, he would spin.
Spin?
Yeah.
I feel like it'd make it worse.
He would do a barrel roll.
Oh, my dog would just.
And you knew it. And it's crazy because Lucy, I've only heard her ever make this sound once. It was she made a. That's the sound she made. It was crazy. It was a crazy sound. I'd never heard her make that before. And it was because she knew something was fucked up with Boo Boo. Mm-hmm. She hates Boo Boo though. Boo Boo will go up to smell her and she'll slap his ass. It's hilarious. Lucy's mean. Lucy's a mean cat. She doesn't like anyone petting her from her neck down.
Only the head?
Only the head. And it makes me upset because her legs have she's mostly a black cat, but her legs have she has white paws and a white stripe on her her left leg. Mm-hmm. and she lays out with it hanging out. So it's like inviting me to pet her. It's like I'll go down like, and I'll have to be quick about it too. She's like, she'll pull it in there and like immediately her eyes will get dilated, and I can tell because her tail will start to like move up, and she knows it's on. She knows it's on at that point. Or like I'll grab her paws. Lucy's so soft though.
I wouldn't know.
She's the softest. Like she's like legitimately the softest thing I've ever felt. Like her fur is so soft, and the only time you can pet her is when she's eating, because it's the only thing she cares about more in the world. The thing she cares about the most in the world is her eating.
And that's why she's a unit.
Yeah, she's an absolute unit. So Lucy's all right though. She threw up today.
That's why I don't want a cat. Because cats just poop and throw up
in the
wherever
house.
In the house.
Boo Boo will throw up in the house sometimes, but he knows when he feels sick. He'll like what he'll do if he has to pee. He'll sit on his back legs and he'll have his paw and he'll cover his dick with his paw.
Wow,
it's adorable.
That's a smart dog.
Yeah, that's when he knows he needs to pee. But one time I let him out before we left for work, and I came in and he threw up, and I could tell he threw up because his mouth is all like. Covered in like not foam, like yellow. It looked like old mustard. And like, oh, boo, we ate the fucking plants again, dude. You can't do that. But it's all right. Animals are good.
No, if I get a cat, it's gonna be an outdoor cat.
I'm not getting a cat. No fucking way.
Cats are cool.
Is it gonna be an outdoor cat or it's gonna be a freaking tiger?
Or no cat at all.
Like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Mike Tyson would fight his cats. Do you know Mike Tyson offered to pay a zookeeper $10,000 for him to fight a gorilla?
That'd be cool to see.
Mike Tyson was crazy, dude. Mike Tyson was so insane, man. He was the best boxer. When I talk about best boxers, I have categories for different things. For like boxing, I have technically, and then I have like just straight up fighter that boxes. Mm-hmm. He was the best fighter that boxed. He was a killer. Tyson was a savage. Technically, the best boxer to ever box was Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
and he never lost, and he never barely got hit. The things he could do were so insane. It's a pure boxer.
But he wasn't a heavyweight guy.
No. He was light. Yeah, he was like 145 pounds.
Yeah.
Like
I weigh more than that.
To watch him box, you really have to be a boxing fan and know what he's doing, because the things he's doing is so crazy in his timing, and if you actually train boxing, for him to do that is insane, unbelievable.
Imagine if Floyd Mayweather wasn't like a douchebag.
Well, that's why everyone pays to see him, because they want to see him lose.
Yeah,
and he knows that, so he plays it up. He plays up the fact that no one likes him.
I just hate.
I'm not a fan of him.
Honestly.
He's Money Mayweather though. He's the greatest boxer of all time, over Ali.
Damn, dude.
My top three boxers. My top three boxers is Mayweather, Tyson, and Ali. If Tyson fought Ali, Ali would get his head knocked off. Tyson would absolutely knock him out.
It's also a different era in boxing.
Yeah, but like the thing is, Tyson came around like 10 years later, or like 5, 6, 7 years later after Tyson. Tyson's style of like his offense would at a point start to overwhelm Ali's rope-a-dope. Like Ali's main thing would be is he would use his height and his reach to keep a guy off with his jab, and he would use the rope-a-dope to move.
I like that, the rope-a-dope.
Yeah. Tyson's thing was Tyson was really short, right? Tyson was like 5'10", 5'11". What he would do is he would weave. He would move in with his insanely fast speed and his unbelievable power and just knock dudes over. Ali wouldn't be able to keep Tyson at bay.
Yeah.
The only guy that was really able to stop Tyson, and it really wasn't even his prime, because before Tyson went to prison, he was in his prime, even though he lost to Buster Douglas, was Evander Holyfield. But the only reason why Evander Holyfield was able to keep Tyson at bay and stop Tyson in one of the fights was because Holyfield was really tall and really long, but he was also super freaking jacked.
Yeah.
Like, look up Evander Holyfield compared to Ali. Ali was like a skinny heavyweight. Ali was big, but Holyfield was like freaking jacked. You know, like he could have been a bodybuilder. But I mean, technically, if you watch the fight, Mike Tyson did beat Buster Douglas, which Buster Douglas was the first guy to beat Mike Tyson, he knocked him out.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the 7th round, Mike Tyson knocked him down, and the referee gave him like a 15 count, which is ridiculous. But in Tyson's prime, he beats anyone else in their prime. He beats Holyfield in his prime. He beats Ali in his prime. He beats Jack Dempsey in his prime. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Klitschko. He beats everyone in their prime.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
I think that's...
any closing thoughts?
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chevmaster, CHEVMASTER.
I guess follow me on Twitter at ZACH_HOKE. I think there's another underscore after that. Not exactly sure. But this podcast will probably be retweeted on there, so you know if you're in the right place.
Yeah, probably.
And also, I want to say we're going to be doing a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm going to put this on the YouTube channel as like a video so you can listen to them.
Yeah. Soon we want to do a setup where we have a camera so you can actually see what we can do.
Yeah.
And maybe like edit in like pictures or memes of what we see.
Yeah, I was just thinking about doing that like for the videos. But we also got to make the YouTube, the Twitters. I think that's about it.
Yeah, right now it's just our personal stuff. We still need to make the YouTube. This is coming out before
all of our
that, but by the time we upload this will have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
so if you want to follow the YouTube channel, are we going off of what I want to do?
It's under good discussion.
Yes, it's under construction. It'll probably be on the next podcast, if anything. I don't remember what he said, so. But my closing thought is.
Are we doing that?
I
or
thought
do you
we
want
weren't
to
gonna
do
that. Sorry.
Or do you want to do that?
We'll think.
We'll talk about it.
We'll think about it. Okay, my closing thoughts. Red Sox are 93-42, 8.5 games above the Yankees. That's all I got.
As of August 31st.
Which they're going to the World Series. I don't fucking care. Red Sox are going to the World Series.
Or they'll lose in the playoffs.
Who cares?
To the Yankees.
Don't blasphemous. All right, guys.
Gabe, any closing thoughts? Anywhere that people can reach you?
No, I don't have anything to be contacted with.
He's not very good at the social media.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to follow him anyway.
Yeah, you don't. You really
Damn.
don't. Follow me at whatever Instagram this is about to go on. Or not Instagram. Twitter this is about to go on. So, yeah, that's how you can reach me.
So, have this nice outro song.
All right.